To y'all, man. 2 Cents be on point. Shit, she be on point, bro.
Appreciate it.
Blonde, for real.
Appreciate
She
it.
talking facts. Like, you the first one to say it.
Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 Cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing what is going on in these YouTube streets tonight with Devin Haney. Listen, I was just sitting here recording some videos, making some videos, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go live for about an hour. That's it today, y'all. I'm only going to be on here 1 hour. That is it. I'm going to drop the link early, and we're going to discuss what is going on with Devin the Dream turned into a nightmare Haney. But before we do that, y'all make sure y'all punch that like and subscribe button. Make sure to let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live today. Be sure to help support the channel by punching that like and subscribe button, donating to the channel, dropping the Cash App. Y'all can see I just hopped on here. I don't even got my things set up. I don't even know why I have to do this every time, though. It didn't always used to be like this. They start charging me more money and doing all this extra stuff. Let me get straight real quick, y'all. There we go. There we go. Now we talking. Yeah, so I was posting my videos up. I seen a bunch of people comment, and I was like, I'm not about to go back and forth with these people in the comments. Let me go live real quick. Let me go live real quick. Pop up live. 60 minutes. That's it. And then I'm out. 60 minutes, y'all. I'm out of here in 1 hour. I'm telling you. So what is up? What is going on? How's everybody Saturday going? I'm just chilling right now, just working on some things. editing, posting some videos, seen a bunch of people comment. I said, it must be a lot of people available right now. Let me hop on live real quick, see who will pull up and chit chat with me for about an hour. But y'all seen that I dropped that video yesterday. I'm probably gonna talk for about 15 minutes and I'm gonna drop the link. But y'all seen that I dropped that video yesterday about Memo Heredia, Victor Conti, Vada, the drug testing with David Benavidez and David Morrell. If you didn't see the video, go watch it. I gotta watch the videos I post throughout the week so you can understand my perspectives when you come to the live stream, and that way I can give you guys more of an opportunity to express y'all thoughts and respond to what I said, because I've already said it in the video. Because this is y'all platform. I want to know what you all think. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, here we go with the Devin Haney and the 24/7 VADA testing announcement. And I'm like, okay. Like, why is this a big deal? Like, why are people trying to make this a like whole big to-do thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we acting like the 365 VADA testing for Devin Haney means anything? I'm not saying it don't mean anything, but what does it mean? Now, let me rephrase that. What does it mean for Devin Haney with the 365 testing? I understand if he wanted to put himself in the 365 testing, cool. But I was thinking if he wanted to be in 365 testing, he would have been in 365 testing. And him getting in 365 testing now, what is the agenda with that? Because Devin Haney don't got nothing to prove. We know, quote unquote, air quotes, he's a clean fighter. He didn't test positive for anything, right? Ryan Garcia did. So if anybody needs to be in the 365 testing, it's really Ryan Garcia, not Devin Haney. What is, I mean, it's like you got Vada posting about it, you got Victor posting about it, you got Devin posting about it, you got Bill posting about it. It's like, what is it? Do y'all want a round of applause? Do you want a cookie? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. And it's like, it's so many like layers and things to unpack with this. Like, if you really think about it, because this is not just a move like, oh, I'm a clean fighter. Like, what's behind the move? Like, am I not going to fight any fighter that doesn't want to be in the 365? Is that what's about to happen? I'm not going to fight nobody that don't want to do it. Like what? I'm going to tell other fighters what they got to do, that they got to do this, and this in order to fight me. I'm going to be throwing out demands at them. Like, is he in a position to throw demands at them? Like, I'm confused. Y'all let me know and drop below in the chat if I'm tripping. And it's like, oh, well, he's in the 365 program. You shouldn't have nothing bad to say. But it's not like I have anything bad to say. I just got some questions. Are we going to use this 365 testing thing as a reason to not do fights because this fighter doesn't want to take the test? Am I projecting? Like, what is it? What is it really with the 365 testing thing and the announcements, and you got it on the website? It's like, okay, okay, cool. You in the 365 test. Oh, Devin Haney is the only professional boxer right now involved in 24/7 365 testing. Somebody let me know and drop below, how many professional boxers is it? And why are you the only one? You're the only one. You're the only one. So, y'all get what I'm saying? And then, that's just the questions for Devin and Bill. And I have some more. I'm sure I missed them. But when y'all hop on the panel, start chit-chat with me, y'all will probably trigger them. That's the Devin and Bill question side, right? Like, I want you to, like, take out a piece of paper. Everybody get this imaginary piece of paper, right? And at the top of the piece of paper, I want you to write questions. And then I want you to underline it. questions. And then I want you to draw a line down the middle of the paper. And on the left side, put Bill and Devin. And on the right side, put Victor and Vada. So we got some questions we done jotted down for Bill and Devin. But I also got some questions that I'm going to jot down for Victor and Vada. But before I do that, let me say what's up to everybody that's joined me today for this quick pop-up live. We got Terrell W in the building. What's up, Terrell W? We got Zach in the building. We got Ock Busy in the building. What's going on? We got William Old School in the building. We got B-Dog in the building. All right. Ramon. That's how you say it? Ramon in the building. Listen, y'all, be sure to help support the channel. Sometimes when the Cash Apps and Super Chats start coming through the time, I'll be on here a little bit longer. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Terrell W say Victor want more control over knowing when fighters will be tested. Ooh. Uh-oh. William Old School say he want a cookie. Okay. I busy say it's a cover-up for when Dev come back off that juicy juice, knocking his ops out. Y'all think, listen, if Devin come back stopping stuff, I mean, it is what it's gonna be, and all people gonna say is he ain't never tested positive, and that's just what it's gonna have to be. But we gonna know what's up. William Old School say bingo. Ramon say Ron don't care about that. He don't care about that. Ron is not worth. Listen, I don't think, maybe it ain't clicked yet, or maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong way. Y'all let me know and drop it below. I don't think that Devin and Bill realize that these fighters don't need Devin. Ryan does not need Devin. Ryan can move on and continue out throughout his career without Devin. Yes, he will have a stain on his name. Yes, he will be labeled by some as a cheater. Yes, he has had the stain on his career. At first, I was kind of like, I think this whole situation ruining both Devin and Ryan's career. I kind of sway from it's ruining both of their careers to it's really just ruining Devin's career, and Ryan can rebound and recover. But then Ryan came out with the countersuit, and it's just like they're forever intertwined with each other. So it's almost like you want to see the rematch, but then now they're like fighting in court. So are we ever going to see them fight you know what I'm saying? So it's a weird dynamic there, but I digress. We're trying to figure out what's going on with the drug testing. So, and this is the thing. This is what ends up happening, right? You have a fighter connected to Victor that's doing something. But really, you want to bring out what Victor got going on and Vada got going on and all that kind of stuff over there. But you got to use the fighter that they're connected to at the time as the example. So the 365 24/7 testing, what is that exactly? What does that mean? People say, well, it just means that they can come to you wherever you at any time and drug test you. And logically, that makes sense. I mean, okay, they can come drug test me anytime. But before, when we thought that they were doing this stringent drug testing, Vada doing the stringent drug testing, and they randomly testing you, and you got this picture in your mind of what you think that looked like, and you find out they're only testing you within a 6 to 8 week period, probably every 10 days. So no, you don't know the exact day that they come in to test you, but you do know the time period. You do know the gap. You do have an idea of what you may need to do to maneuver and get around some things if that's what you're professional at doing. So the testing was not as stringent or as random as we thought it was. So I'm asking, what is and this really ain't got nothing to do with Devin. I'm just asking, like, what is 24/7 365 testing from Vada? What is that exactly? Where's the policy? What's the protocol? Like, oh, we could, what is it? Because we could think oh, it's 24/7, 365 testing, but they just using that term because instead of getting tested for the 8 weeks, they could extend it out to 12 weeks. And now, since the other 4 weeks is outside of the competition period, they just calling it 24/7, 365 testing because now you can get tested out of your competition period up to 12 weeks outside before you make a fight. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be something like that. So I'm just curious what that even means. I'm sure Devin's opponents are going to be curious what that even means. I'm sure everybody is curious what it even means, because who knows what it means when nobody's ever even done it except for apparently Devin Haney and Nonito Donaire. Victor Conte been doing this 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years, and he's only gotten 2 people to participate in the program that is allegedly supposed to solve all the PED problems in boxing. At what point are you going to start solving the PED problems at boxing if the boxers don't want to take the test, the managers ain't worried about the tests, the managers and the promoters don't want to pay for the test, the testing is extremely expensive? Like, how is any of this going to be a solution? These are the questions I'm writing down on the right side of the paper under Victor and Nevada section, because I'm just curious. Like, obviously they want us to talk about Devin being in 365 testing, or else they wouldn't have made a big deal about it. But my question is, why is it a big deal? Like, okay, Devin's in 365 testing. What did y'all think when y'all first heard that? When I first heard it, I was like, okay, that's cool, but what does that mean? Does that mean he's not going to fight nobody unless they get into 365 testing? Like, what? We already, like, you supposed to be a clean fighter. You're supposed to be a clean fighter. You was never a dirty fighter, allegedly. So I don't understand. Let me see what y'all saying in this comment section. Say Ryan Garcia don't care about that. Yeah. How can anyone be okay with the guy who is a proven drug cheat running a supplement company for boxers? Exactly. Says I wouldn't mess with any testing organization that mess with Victor Conte directly or indirectly. Absolutely. He said it's like your drug dealer working at your local pharmacy. Exactly. So, hold on, y'all. All right. Y'all get what I'm saying? So that's all. It's like, it's just too many questions. And it's like every move they keep making is weird. So then they like, oh, Devin Haney back. BLK Prime March 25th. BLK Prime? What happened to Turkey? What happened to Turkey? So you telling me since he didn't fight Devin, Turkey didn't get him another fight? So Devin needed Tio? I hear people saying, oh, Bob Arum said that Tio need Devin to make a pay-per-view fight. Okay, well, did Turkey say Devin need Tio to come out there and fight? Because now you talk about you about to be fighting on BLK Prime. Like, what's like some information is amiss here, or am I missing something? Is it me? Y'all let me know. I'm about to drop the link. I ain't gonna be on here long. Let me know that I missed something. Who BLK Prime? Who does BLK Prime have for Devin to fight? Let's do some research. Let's be petty. Now let's do some research. Let's see if we can find what 140 pounders BLK Prime got. Hold on, let me pin this link to the top of the chat real quick. But y'all let me know and drop it below if y'all can find a link or look up their roster. Who could Devin Haney possibly be about to fight at BLK Prime? And y'all cool with this? Nobody is gonna say nothing. Nobody gonna make a big deal. Nobody gonna say DHP going out of business. We got Big Dog Willie in the building. What's going on, Big Dog Willie? Nobody gonna say they're going out of business or nothing like that. So I mean, I'm just curious. Like, I don't know where all the Hanos clan at tonight, but just break it down for me. We got William Old School on the panel.
What's up, 2 Cent?
What's up? What's the 2 cents?
As far as I know, if you remember last time, when Bud fought on BLK Prime, they were searching around for opponents and they were going to different promoters trying to get opponents for Bud. So exactly. I don't even think they got any fighters.
They couldn't find Adrian Broner an opponent.
Right. So he wound up leaving them because they couldn't get him an opponent.
Right.
So who do they have?
I don't know.
I mean, I know Don King would probably go along with putting Black Hobbs or AB in there, but
I want to see Devin fight AB. I think that'd be a good one. That'd be a good.
I think it would be too.
Comeback fight. Yeah, that'd be exciting, and you know, it's a name. It'll be a nice tune-up comeback fight. AB is old and small. Perfect opponent for Devin. And he can go on from there. It'll be a big fight, even though we know it ain't no big fight. But it'll be a big fight for the purposes of entertaining and be a good tune-up for Devin.
No, everybody wants him to fight Tio.
I mean, he can fight Tio, but he definitely shouldn't fight Tio right now. He definitely need a tune-up or two.
Right. He cannot. They need to move him very softly at first. They need to find out what he's got left, if he's got a chin left after what he took, you know?
Simi World say nobody cares about the Haneys. They are weirdos. SMH respectfully laugh out loud. Yeah, well, this is 2 Cents Boxing. We talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion over here. So thank you for dropping your 2 cents in the chat. Fight Game say March 25th is a Monday. Let's look it up. Let's check the calendar, y'all. Let's check the calendar. Let me see. Calendar 2025 March. Why would they say that? Is he really about to fight on a Monday? Or are they just making up stuff? See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about?
I think Devin going forward is going to have problems getting fights. I said this before. I mean, they're going to have to accept money that they don't want to accept to get fights from these other promoters. Eddie
March 25th is
a
Tuesday. Yeah.
Eddie lost money on Devin. Bob lost money on Devin. And they're not going to overpay him no more.
Shout out Fight Game. I mean, is he gonna get the $4 million? Like, is he gonna get the money he's asking for from BLK Prime?
That's a good question.
Like it's a lot of questions. It's just every time they make a move, you just have more questions.
Yep.
So that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Like who is gonna be your opponent, and are they gonna pay you what you've been asking for? And I mean, that's cool, but people want to talk about Tank Davis. This is my thing. People want to talk about Tank Davis's. People want to talk about Tank Davis's press conference look cheap, but y'all wasn't talking about Terrence Crawford and David Avanesian with their press conference that they had with BLK Prime. So I wonder what y'all gonna say about that. We got Big Dog Willie on the panel. What's going on, Big Dog Willie?
Man, this is gonna be real quick. So,
well, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
It's gonna be real quick, man. Bill. This is Bill, and it looks bad. You're gonna turn down a fight with Tio that's gonna make a lot more money than whoever you're fighting. I just don't understand it.
All because they didn't label you the A side.
That's an excuse, man. I think really honestly that was an excuse. The same thing was he labeled the A spot when he fought Ryan Garcia? Didn't Ryan Garcia get more money than he did?
Same
Yep.
when I'm A. Was he the A side when he fought Regis? People say he was, but the split was 50-50 and Regis was the champion.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Was
So
he the
this
A
is-
side when he fought George Kambosos? That's why I'm like, where is this A side stuff coming from all of a sudden?
yeah, he pushed it, and the thing about it, he never was truly an A side. They talked himself. One thing Bill's good at is talk himself into something that he's not. So
I know
he's not an A side.
the first fight against Kambosos, he was the B side. And then when he
He the-
fought Kambosos the second time, he got the most of the money.
Did he or did they make a deal with Kambosos?
He didn't get most of the money no time.
No, he hasn't.
See, and that's the thing that I was saying about Devin Haney. Like, I get it. Like, he made the sacrifices that he needs to make to get those belts and put himself in a position. But you got to be very strategic when you make moves like that, because people will continue to expect for you to continue to do that. So,
Man,
even
there was
now, it's
so
like you can't never just say you just the true A side, because you haven't been carrying yourself like that throughout these fights. And now after a fight like you had with Ryan Garcia, even though on paper you didn't lose, you want to start carrying yourself like the super A side. All of a sudden, it's like you would never know carrying yourself like the A side. Not in the negotiations. You was on YouTube, but not in negotiations.
I think he earned more money than Lomachenko. Is that how it happened?
Now, let me ask this, Big Dog Willie. Tell me if I'm tripping. Shout out Semi World. Shout out Opulent LDTV. And who else new in the chat? Oh, shout out Lee Jackson. So think about this for a second, because I thought about this when KO brought up this point, right? If you know how if two fighters are fighting, the fighters get a split, but it's broken down from the promoter.
Yeah.
Devin doesn't have to do that, right? Because he's DHP.
He DHP. I think what it is that's why I don't think Bill. I think Bill just doesn't want to fight him. I think Bill's scared to fight Tio. But what it is they have Tio get a set amount, and that's it. And then he get 3% of whatever comes off the pay-per-view. Devin gets a percentage and the back end of the pay-per-view if he fights Tio. That's where
a promotional company.
Yeah, he's signed with so he had a one fight deal with Bob Arum to get this fight, but he don't have to go by the same rules. He's not signing like Tio is.
Oh, okay. It's not like DHP Top Rank coming to the table to make the fight. They still signing your fighter.
Yeah, you're signing, but he's not underneath the same rules. So, like I said, Tio gets a set amount, and then he gets 3% off it's 3 or 4 or 5%
got the same
off
contract. They're not getting paid
but they don't have the same contract. Yeah, because he's on promotional company.
And it's like, what? Like are y'all about to be on pay-per-view at BLK? Because that's going to be another mistake.
I don't understand that move at all. I really don't understand that move.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because
and
people struggle. I think Terrence Crawford didn't do great numbers on BLK. People struggled to buy the thing. People was getting overcharged. It was a whole bunch of issues with that.
And where's the fight going to be? Oakland again? Where nobody's going to come? Where's it going to be at?
I mean, we don't know. I don't even think they gave us the right date, because they said March 25th, and that's a Tuesday.
I mean, that's what I'm asking. Where it's going to be? Who BLK? What stadium they're going to fight in? Where are they going to fight at? Who's going to come to the fight? There's so many different variables that BLK don't have money like that. So who's going to be on the undercard? That's weird. It's just it's a weird deal.
Look like they just was driving around picking up people off the street to come fight on his undercard.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I'm just, and you know what? Bill could be lying.
Well,
You think?
Man, Big Dog Willie, hold on. Shout out to Cash Crypto. Shout out Slogan One. Who else came through the door? Y'all be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Link pinned to the top of the chat. I'm only on here for an hour today. I got 30 more minutes.
Hey, I might get out of here. 2 cent. All right, William Old School. You guys, I'm out
Yeah,
of
I'm
here.
going back to the chat too.
All right. Thank y'all for coming up here, giving your 2 cents for the show.
Thanks for letting me up, girl.
So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. And I mean, it's not like I'm talking about this to be like hating on Devin or nothing like that. I mean, it's interesting to me. Go back in my videos. I've said I'm going to keep up with Devin's return. I'm going to document it, every situation. I want to make videos about it because I want to see him overcome every obstacle that Bill Haney has placed in his way in 2024. I want to see him overcome all of those things. I want to see him overcome the getting cheated. I want to see him overcome the backlash from the lawsuits. I want to see him overcome the scrutiny he been getting in the public from his girl, his baby mama, his wife, or whatever she is. I want to see him overcome bad negotiations and bad business deals. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I feel like if they move Devin correctly and be quiet, he can have a decent recovery and be okay. He can have a decent recovery and be okay. But BLK Prime, talk about dropping your stock. You turned down Top Rank to go fight on BLK Prime. I guess that's the same thing Terrence Crawford did. I mean, he spent the block. But he did turn down PBC and go fight on BLK Prime. And everybody was cool with it. Oh, he getting his money. They really thought BLK Prime was paying Terrence Crawford $10 million to fight David Avanesian. Which, if we think about it, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But maybe BLK and Turkey are connected somehow. That's all I'm going to say with that. I do think that maybe BLK and Turkey might be connected somehow. But I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. It's just my 2 cents. Anybody want to come up here and get a 2 cents for the show? What y'all think about Devin Haney 365-24 testing, fighting on BLK Prime in March on a Tuesday? Not a Tuesday. But I wonder why he wouldn't mention an opponent, though. Like, why wouldn't you say who you fighting? I'm back, May 25th. But you ain't going to say who you fighting. So, we're just going to keep speculating and guessing. Keep speculating and guessing. Says, Devin signing up. Hold on. Devin signing up for fake testing programs and fighting on BLK Prime. Bunch of trash news for his corny fans. Come on, Cash Crypto. We talk everything boxing over here. We talk everything boxing over here. The 365 thing didn't do anything. Everybody knows the only juice Devin is on is his snack. I don't know the angle with the 365 thing, but as soon as it reveals itself, I'm gonna be like, I told y'all. There you go, right there. But I mean, if fighters are willing to take the 365 testing, because it's almost kind of like they say, oh, well, the fighters don't want to do the 365 testing because nobody else is doing it. But if I'm already doing it and you about to fight me and I've been doing it, you should have no problem doing it. That's one perspective and one way that you could look at it, I guess. Right? I've been doing it, I'm quote unquote all year round. So you shouldn't be like, oh, no, I'm not going to do it. You should be able to do it too because I'm doing it 365. You've been doing whatever you wanted to do. But now you about to fight me. You got to sign up. And that's what I'm saying. Like, do I got to be signed up for the whole year? And then if you think about it, what's this? January, February, March. You literally, and you fighting at the end of March. So that's a little over 8 weeks. What did I just tell y'all? Now you in 365 testing. Your fight, I think, is a little over 8 weeks out. And I told y'all that 365 testing, instead of it being an 8-week window, it's a 12-week window. That's the 365. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Say snack is bad as other PEDs. It's just legal. We'll see. We will see. Say Victor Conti and Devin, do we really trust them? Clown. I mean, it's a lot of people involved in the situation that's just kind of like, nah. You just kind of gotta wait and see. You gotta take what they saying, and then you just gotta wait and see what happens. Because Victor Conti stay contradicting himself. Like, somebody should help me put a video together of Victor Conti contradicting himself over the years. Like a little what they call it? Compilation. A little compilation. Hold on. You look cute, baby. What was I talking about? You made me forget what I was talking about. What I was talking about, y'all. Oh, too many contradictions. That's what's up. Hey, I gotta use that as a title. The contradictions. Too many contradictions with him. Just like he was saying, talking about TGT promotions and how they to keep the testing secret and how they don't do this and how they don't do that on Manager Marty channel. But now he going back and forth with Memo and they do a great job. They don't know what they talking about. Contradiction. But yeah, I need that Victor Conti contradiction compilation. And I'm gonna call it Conti-dictions. That's a good idea, man. I would need somebody to help me to put that together because I do not have time to go through all the videos and do that. But if everybody just send me like one contradiction, then boom, I could put them all together. There's 19 people on here. I have 19 of them to put together in a compilation. Volume 1. It'll be a whole series. Shout out Teach. What's going on? It'll be a whole series. But I've been saying, has Bill Haney been the manager we thought he was or was supposed to think he was all this time? And it seems like everything cool when these boxers be winning, but it's like as soon as they lose, you realize everything been falling apart. I don't understand that. I think that's a weird dynamic. Like everything cool when you winning, but as soon as you lose, everything start falling apart. Oh no. Semi World say he fighting one of them guys from Mexico. Oh man. I hope not. I really don't care who Devin fight next, to be honest with y'all. It don't matter who he fight. I'm not gonna give him a hard time because I'm being realistic and I'm being reasonable and logical. The man need a tune up. We need to see where he's at. You get what I'm saying? He needs a tune up, and we need to see where he at. He's not Earl Spence. He's not just gonna jump in the ring and at any point and do whatever with whatever going on. I wouldn't even expect that from Devin. Earl, I expect that from Devin. I expect you to be smarter. I expect you to move better. You're younger. You got more time left in the sport. Let's go. Get your tune up in. It's no problem. Nobody gonna hold it against you. What we're talking about now though is how you trying to make it seem like people ducking you and you the A side and all the other antics. I mean, that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. We waiting on you to make that comeback. And it seems to be this notion that just because we talking about Devin, that mean he the face of boxing. Like, I don't understand that logic. Like, we're boxing channels and we talk about boxers. So I don't understand why. Because your dad running around in the YouTube streets giving people content to talk about, and we talking about it, now you the face of boxing. No. Devin is not the face of boxing. Devin is a bigger name in boxing amongst some of the hardcore fans. He's definitely made himself available in the media, and his dad is always good to produce content with the things he does and he says, but that doesn't make you the face of boxing. Cash Crypto say people really trying to say turning down a shot at the WBO belt, lineal title, 45% of an ESPN pay-per-view, and a chance to beat Tio to fight on BOK Prime is a good move. Shit is ridiculous. Now, Cash Crypto, that was my question. I haven't heard anybody say anything about this move. What is the YouTube street saying? What is the Hanos clan saying about this move? Hanos clan, where y'all at? Devin. You know, you gotta say Devin name 3 times and they pop up like Candyman. Hanos clan don't be nowhere to be found. Where y'all at, Hanos clan? Explain to me what is going on. Y'all can this maybe it's a good move because he just don't need to fight Tio right now. But they just need to come out and say that. We're gonna fight Tio next. We're gonna take this tune up. Just say it. Instead of being like, oh, I'm the A side, and you A sided yourself right on over there to BLK Prime. Oh, Cash Crypto say 2 cents. Hacker and Freak been capping for this move all day. I gotta hear it. I can't wait till they come on here and give me their 2 cents, because I know they about to just, man, they be saying some crazy stuff. Teach say, I can see how that's a good deal and a bad deal, to be honest. I mean, how is it a bad? Is so you just want the 10% difference? I still don't think he would have took the fight because he said he doesn't want to fight on pay-per-view. Now, if he goes to BLK Prime and fights on pay-per-view, what y'all think about that? Because there's no threshold. But how many pay-per-views are you really gonna do? Like, how many pay-per-views is Devin really gonna do, like, alone by himself with just like some obscure opponent? How many can he do alone by himself with just some obscure opponent? And will he be pay-per-view? So are y'all telling me Devin got to be on pay-per-view from now on? But how is he going to be on pay-per-view from now on if Bill don't want to deal with no promotional companies where they got a threshold? Now he can go fight with Turkey and be on pay-per-view, but Turkey don't get no back end. So he wouldn't have to worry about that. But unless Turkey and BLK Prime are somehow connected, it don't seem like Turkey fooling with him. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. Hack Squad conspiring more fallacies to support BLK. Does BLK got a website? Like, I thought BLK got bankrupt and went out of business. Where did they even come from? So if Devin is working with BLK, that means Blue Blood knows who he's about to fight, and he should know all the information, right? Or am I tripping? He should be letting us know what's up. If Devin fighting on BLK, ain't that his thing? Ain't that like Blue Blood's thing? BLK Prime? Don't he like work with them or something with them? So he should know what's going on with Devin. I would think so. Let's see. Say non-cash crypto. When you think of it business-wise, you will understand. just keeps getting worse for the youngster. Man, y'all want to talk about the production for Tank Davis fight? That BLK Prime was I'm not gonna say that. The BLK Prime was very, very low budget. I'm talking about y'all talking about y'all talking about Tank ain't got no budget from Amazon. We're gonna see what that budget looking like from BLK. Timberwolves say everybody he fight gonna get sued. Shout out Skills from New Orleans in the building. Says Teach, how is BLK good business? Last time they were double and triple charging people. Exactly. And you got to think, does BLK do they even have a let's say do they even have a platform for 200,000 people to buy pay-per-view buys? Slogan one say BLK Prime sound like a porn site. All sales and charges are final. Them people didn't get their money back. BLK Prime, where is this coming from? Is Devin fighting in BLK? Oh, you say where it's coming from? Hold on, Teach. He put it on X that he fighting March 25th, BLK Prime. I think he posted it on X or his Instagram. I don't feel like looking it up, but it was one of them. So that's what they saying, Teach. They saying Devin is going to be fighting March 25th, which I believe is a Tuesday on BLK Prime. That was the announcement. After he got announced for the clean boxing program, which is cool, but I feel like they're trying to market it in a way to make him. I feel like they're trying to market him being in the 24/7, 365 air quotes program as some type of accolade. Like, I was the only pro fighter in the program. Like, so do you want a cookie? I wasn't up to date on where the fight was. We probably aren't either. We just repeating stuff that they posted today. You never know how true it is or if it might change. Teach, go ahead and take that statement back. Cash crypto on you, Teach. To my amazement, no one even talks about it. To make matters worse, no one made mere mention of the severity of Earl's facial bruise. Says, we assuming BLK Prime because Bill mentioned BLK Prime on Fight Hype. Something like, what's wrong with BLK? I thought that he post. I thought I seen a post today that said BLK and he'll be back March 25th on BLK Prime. I seen a post. Hold on, y'all finna make me have to go through all these tweets. Somebody y'all look it up. Y'all know. I'm trying to do the live. Y'all can look it up for me. We got NHA Tube in the building. What's going on, NHA? Say nobody is gonna buy that for real. The simple fact they was stealing people's money. Terrible move if you ask me. I'd be if I get in my info. For real. You know, scamming is at an all-time high. Say Devin acting like he the one popping dirty getting on testing. That's what I'm saying. Why are you signing up for the program? What's up, Cornelius? What's going on? Skills, I found 5 fights so far where he tampered with his gloves like that. Oh, Cash Crypto, you putting the compilation together? Go and put the compilation together. Send it to me. I'll post it. What we cooking on? NHA Tube, you late. You got to click the link. I got about 10. Oh, they deleted it, Fight Game? I know I seen it. I could not find it. I tried to screenshot it, but I think I just screenshotted the picture that he posted on IG. Man, I can't keep up. They be tweeting and deleting. I ain't no teenager. I can't spend all day on this here social media. So they tweeted and deleted it. Oh man, let me see if I screenshotted it, y'all. Why the hell would they delete it? No, I just got the picture with him saying March, I'm back. I just got the picture with him saying March, I'm back. I don't got the I think they was it on BLK Prime IG? Yeah, BLK. It was on BLK. It was on BLK Prime IG. And I think Devin had responded to it and said, I'm back or something like that. They tried to be like Tank. I don't know why. I do not know why. Got the numbers rolling in now. Y'all push that like and subscribe button. NHA Tube in the building. Hold on, let me get your round of applause. What's going on, NHA? What up, NHA? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show? Today we've been talking about, I just hopped on here real quick for a quick pop-up live. We were talking about Devin Haney and the 24 cents testing. What's your 2 cents about that? And we was talking about BLK Prime and Devin's return on March 25th, which is a Tuesday, which the information now has been deleted from the web.
What's going on, 2 cents? Salute to you in the chat. Devin,
in the building. What's going on, T?
what's up, Teach?
Salute.
Go ahead. What you say?
Yeah, I mean, Devin rolling 24/7. I guess it's an honorable thing to do. He ain't the first to do it. I mean,
he's the second.
Yeah, he's the second. Homeboy did it way back in the day.
No Nito Donaire.
And no Nito Donaire. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I mean, hopefully other fighters could follow suit.
They not.
Wouldn't you agree this sport would be better if everybody is like randomly drug tested and then we ain't gotta hear about all this.
Who gonna pay for it?
Hey, shit. If the fighters can afford it, let them pay for it. I mean, obviously, I think that's true. But some of them can, like especially the big.
It's an illusion, NHA.
I mean, the ones who making the money, man, they could afford it if they want to. But it's all about a choice whether you want to or you don't want to. I don't expect most of the fighters to do it, but again, I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Why is it honorable?
What you mean? You don't think somebody enrolling, just to show the boxing community, show the combat sports, like, hey, look, I'm a clean fighter. I want to set an example.
I do that before my test. I show you I'm a clean fighter before my fights every time.
But this solidifies it though. Like, listen, I'm put myself through the ringer, getting tested. You know what? Just hopefully somebody else will follow suit. I don't think he's gonna get much following, but I don't see nothing wrong with it.
All right, to Teach, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I mean, I think it's a noble thing to do, but at the same time, I just think it's also nonsense because, for one, like, I don't like VADA. I don't agree with VADA. It's just too expensive. Not a lot of boxers could drug test because of the expense. So while it's a noble thing to do, I just think it's a waste of time because this is definitely not going to set a precedence for anything. No boxers are gonna. Who's gonna follow suit? Like, no boxers are gonna follow suit.
Who's gonna follow?
Like, why would they want to voluntarily spend money like that? Right. So I mean, we'll see how that goes. But so I wanted to talk about the fight, pretty much the proposal. So the proposal for the TO and Devin fight. So the proposal that was pretty much sent. I mean, again, I see how it's I mean, I could see how it could work from Top Rank's point of view, and I could also see why why Bill Haney refused it, right? If you're going from pretty much Top Rank's point of view, they're just pretty much saying, hey, just take a chance and we'll see what this pay-per-view does, right? And I mean, it's a fight that people are interested in, and it's a fight that can sell, but how much, right? And from pretty much from Bill Haney's point of view, it's like, okay, Teofimo never ever did a pay-per-view. Devin Haney did a pay-per-view, which wasn't successful, right? So like, how would a pay-per-view between Devin and Teo do, right? So in Bill's head, it probably won't sell a lot. That's why he refused, right? And he pretty much think that the 5 million is pretty much going to be a better deal. And then when you think about the business, you really don't want to go in there with an unknown, right? So from a business standpoint, what Bill Haney pretty much did make sense. I don't know how much this scenario holds weight, and it's something that I brought up on KO's channel. What if long ago, like you know, Loma and Tank were pretty much in serious negotiations, right? Floyd Mayweather wanted a pay-per-view fight. Loma pretty much said that pay-per-view is nonsense because, Tank pretty much never headlined the card yet, and he's never been on pay-per-view. So how much would a pay-per-view actually sell between him and Loma? And Loma hadn't done a pay-per-view as well, right? So if we brought that same scenario in 8 years ago with Tank and Loma, which way would you? And I'm asking you 2 cents. Which way would you go? Like, would you say a pay-per-view fight was better in that scenario, and bet that Loma and Tank would sell, or would you go for like a flat fee of the 5 million?
I would think that Tank and Loma would sell.
Okay.
But this is a different situation because what I think that Devin and Bill not doing is I don't think that they're riding the momentum they have correctly. It's like they're killing it. It's like they're killing their momentum by trying to look a certain way and keep a certain image when they just need to be honest and move forward. Because it's hard to say we didn't take a fight with Top Rank, but then go fight on BLK Prime. Because are you going to be on pay-per-view at BLK Prime? Are you going to be the A side? If you are, who are you fighting? Like, how much are you going to be making? Like, would it be the same kind of money you was going to be making with Top Rank? Like, those are the questions that I would be asking.
Yeah, I see. And I mean, while he didn't make that specific deal, I mean, that's just the refusal of that deal is just to say, hey, I'm supposed to be the A side in this fight, not Teo, right? And if you wanna give me this type of deal, I'll just go do something else. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm getting paid higher or lower. I'll just go do something else because you're not just gonna disrespect me like that, right? So I think that's his mindset right now. Not necessarily to say, hey, I'm gonna try to find a bigger fight than Theo, but it's just to say I'm not gonna get disrespected and I'm just gonna take a different fight, pretty much.
Shout out
Excellent
Flyer
point.
Frequency on the panel. That's a good point, Teach. Shout out Flyer Frequency on the panel.
Salute. What's going on, y'all?
Sis, what you got for the show? This is a quick pop-up live. I said I was gonna be on here 1 hour. I'm gonna stay on here another 5 or 10 minutes for you, Flyer Frequency, because we was looking for you earlier. The chat was looking for you earlier.
Well, why they was looking for me?
You trying to figure out what we want to get your 2 cents about the 24/7 365 VADA testing and the BLK Prime fight in March.
Oh, I think that's
trend setting. It should be, the 365 testing. Um, because a lot of these fighters, um, they probably be doing stuff on the off. When they don't have a fight coming up, they probably, be messing around with their little PEDs or whatever, and then when they know it's coming, too close to the time when they think they might, get a fight or something, they might start cycling off or stop using their PEDs or whatever, let it leave their system, and then they get their fight. So it definitely is a positive. I think all fighters should enroll in that if they can. And well, I think the WBC has some funding or whatever. They got something set up with VADA where they get their top, what is it, the top 10 fighters, top 10 ranked fighters tested, whatever. I think the WBC pay for that. But yeah, I think all of them should follow suit.
Well, trend setting is definitely not what Devin's doing. Nobody cares about that 365 testing, and nobody's going to enroll in it. And who's going to pay for it? And
How
what
you know
exactly?
everybody? Not how you know nobody cares about it? You think
Because
these
Victor
other
Conte been
fighters
trying to
don't
get
worry about themselves being cheated in the
Victor
ring?
Conte been trying to get people to do 365 testing for the last 12, 13, 14, 15 years. He said himself, the only person he's ever been able to get to do it was Nonito Donaire. They
That's a
said
fact.
today, Devin Haney is the only pro fighter in the 365 testing. And then you got to ask yourself, what is even 365 testing? I know we have a perception of it in our heads, but we need to know what it really is, because we also had a perception of the stringent VADA testing we thought was before, and then we found out it wasn't that random and it wasn't that stringent. But
Well, yeah, I was
the
going to say
fact,
it's
the
random, but
fact
why
that
you think VADA testing not random?
the fact that Victor Conte can't get his own snack fighters to sign up for it says a lot. Well, I say it's random in a sense, but I know I'm going to be tested within this 8-week period, and I know the testing probably going to come around every 10 days or whatever the case may be. So it's not as random as we thought.
It didn't happen like that for Ryan. It was a big long gap in between where he didn't get tested, and that's probably one of the reasons he popped too, because it was
No, I'm
random.
just saying we have, and I'm just saying it wasn't random. You're going to get tested the night of the fight and the day of the fight. He knew that. I'm saying it's not random in the sense like you have a window of when you're going to be tested. That's what I'm saying. It's random within that window, but the window you'll be being tested. Does that make sense?
No, you said it's random within the window, but the
Random.
window you're gonna be tested.
I know I'm going to
Random
be
is random.
tested. I know I'm going to be tested 8 weeks before my fight. Now, do
Yeah,
I know
but you
the
don't know
exact
what day.
days
It's a
within
lot of days. It's a lot of days in those 8 weeks, though. That's why it's random.
Yes,
So
but
it's a lot of days in there, so you don't really know when.
But I can still. It's still ways to if I know what I'm doing, I can circumvent that with that information. That's the point. It's people that know what they're doing that's circumventing that with that information. So that's why I'm saying it's not as stringent and as random as we thought.
But how do
So
you
what you mean?
circumvent it though?
What you mean?
I'm trying
What
to
you
figure
mean
out.
for instance? That's what I'm trying to figure out too. But I'm guessing she probably talking like how Ryan was like using his IVs at
I'm
first.
talking
You know what I'm
about how
saying? Then he
Victor
was smoking
said
his weed.
I'm talking about how Victor said the VADA testing ain't foolproof, and if you're smart, you can beat the testing. Victor said that
No,
himself.
he didn't say that
He
about
said,
VADA. You mixing stuff up now.
No, I'm not.
You see how they be doing, yeah.
What am I
He
mixing
didn't
up?
say he wasn't
he
talking
said
about VADA.
testing.
He said he was talking about the testing in general. He wasn't talking about the VADA testing. The VADA testing is supposed to
Oh my God!
be
What
a way to
testing do y'all
catch you,
think
so
he was
you can't
talking
get
about?
around it. That's what the random testing is all about.
He
So you can't
literally
get around it.
said, "Don't think VADA is foolproof. Just because you're doing VADA testing, don't mean you clean. Because smart cheaters know how to circumvent the test." What are you talking about? He literally said that out of his mouth.
Shit, I
I
must have
didn't
missed
hear him
that.
say that about the VADA. I didn't hear him say that.
He literally said that out of his mouth. Would you think I just made that up?
And
So we
again,
suggesting
I think
no
you
testing.
added on some stuff.
So no testing is better than some testing, or any type of testing, or any type of something. It's,
I never
we
said
got.
that.
I mean,
things are
so we gotta
definitely
have
good.
some. Vita's
I
good
never
for
said we
that.
shouldn't. I'm
Yeah,
just
the,
asking. My point I was trying to make was what exactly is the 365 testing? Because
so 2 cents,
Exactly
You
you're,
have
what
no
it's
you're
idea.
missing
saying. It's
something that I want
365
to know.
random testing.
So 2 cents, you're missing something that I want to know because the program specifically says 365 24/7. I want to know what that 24/7 is
Yeah, that sounds like some bullshit.
because that seems kind of weird to me.
it's all
That
crazy,
that
y'all. It's
I mean, we
what
know
is
what
it? Nobody know.
365.
Y'all ever think about
Okay,
nobody knows
let's
what it
break it.
is? That's why nobody even doing it.
Okay,
Nobody's
let's break
even
it down.
doing it.
Let's break it down, y'all. What do 365 mean, bro?
You could get tested anytime within, the year, pretty much.
Okay, now what 24/7 mean?
24/7 is like every day.
Well, it means it could
Well,
just be any time
well,
during the day
24.
or any
Yeah,
day.
Yeah, in any
anytime,
time of the day, any day of the week. So that
any
means
I
the
guess.
testing is totally random. Within the year,
you
any day
don't
you can get tested. That's basically what it's saying. It's not hard, y'all.
you didn't need to put 24/7 in that, man.
Fly frequency. You ever
I
you
think
ever
that's
you ever
important
you
for it to
ever
be
thought you ever
24/7, so
fly
you know that
frequency
it could be
fly
night or day.
frequency fly
It
frequency.
can pop up
You ever
2 a.m.
signed
in the
up?
morning with a pea cup.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all ever read something and thought something was something, and you thought it worked a certain way because you read it, and then when you finally got to where you was going or bought whatever product it
Totally
was you
different.
bought, you was like, oh, it said it did this and this, but they just played with the words a little bit and knew you was gonna think one thing, but they was actually this was gonna do something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
that's called false advertisement. So you saying it's
no, that's
false
not.
advertising?
No, that's not called
That
false
is when they tell
advertisement.
you it's
No,
going
it's
to do
not.
something that
No,
it
it's
don't.
not. False advertisement is an intent to deceive. I'm not. It's your fault. You thought it did this. I'm telling you, it do what it do, but it's like a double speak thing going on. I say this. I know
That's
you gonna think
misleading.
it mean
That's
this,
still
but
false.
it really mean
That's
this.
false
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
advertisement.
is.
not. No,
That's
it's
false
not.
adver.
No, it is not. False
This make
advertisement
me
is
think
an
you.
intent to deceive. That means if I tell you this is a peanut and it's a pecan and I sell it to you, that's false advertisement. I knew
Yeah,
for
but it's
sure what it
different
was.
levels to false advertisement. If everything
Yeah.
is exactly what they say, but this one little thing that they got in there is not like they say, then it's false advertisement.
That is not
Anything that
false
they say.
advertisement, bro. I'm not about to argue about that. We're not talking about that. My point is, you'll be
Oh
thinking
my
that
goodness.
365 24/7 means what you think it means when it really means something else. That's my whole
But what
point.
else? What else could it mean though?
I
That
don't
would be
Besides
know.
what?
false
That's why I
Because
asked
like,
advertisement.
you.
That would be false advertisement. There's no other meaning for 365. There's no other
Yes, it
meaning
is.
for
They could say,
24/7.
because like the interview Marty did with Margaret Goodman, they could say how she said there's no testing outside of there's no testing. Well, I
Outside of
got two cash
competition.
cryptos.
Outside
I
of
got two cash.
competition.
There's no
Oh.
I think
testing
you just
outside
trying
of
to look. I think you just
competition.
trying to search for a way to say that this is some
Are you
crap.
gonna
That's
let
all.
me answer? Listen, y'all gotta stop doing that. Let me talk. I'll let y'all talk.
Why is there two on the screen?
That's what I'm saying. I got two cash cryptos up here. Let me take this one
oh,
off.
oh,
Hello?
Yeah.
my
Okay.
shit.
So let's say we don't do testing outside of competition, right? Outside of that 8 weeks, right? So let's say we extend that 8 weeks to 12 weeks. And since the extra 4 weeks is outside of competition, we call that 24/7 365 testing because now we can test you an extra 4 weeks outside of all your fights all year.
All you really gotta do is just take Margaret Goodman for her word, like she said in the interview. There's no out of competition testing. There's no 24/7 365 testing. And then 3 days ago, it just happened to pop up on the VITA website. Like the shit's just a facade, man. It's just some bullshit to get Bud fans and fans of these snack fighters to run with whatever narrative they want to push, and that's what they're doing. That
I think
frequent
I think
Cool,
NHA,
cool, cool.
these niggas will buy
What's your
anything.
alternative?
Big
What's
Dog,
your
when
alternative,
is
Cash
it?
Crypto?
So
Hold
what?
on,
They
y'all.
don't
Big
got no
Dog,
alternative,
Big
bro.
Dog,
This
when,
is
No, you
when
don't.
is
You
it?
just want to hate on Devin Bud. That's all you fucking do.
This we're not even talking about Devin Bud. We're
Where
talking about
We
he
Victor
talking
and
just
about the
said,
Vada.
testing.
but
he
he
literally just
discussing,
said
but
that.
Vada.
So what
He
we
came
what
in with
we
no solution, just to
what
shit on Vada and Devin Bud. That's all.
we
You come. That's
Listen,
all you do in the
and
chat, bro.
somebody will come out here and
Nothing.
say Bud, and then you'll
NHA.
say they not
Listen,
talking
y'all.
about Bud, and he just said Bud.
So fake
I mean
testing
Right.
is
that's
good
just
testing. Fake testing is good, right?
What's your alternative?
Is that what you're telling me?
You're not giving
I'm
nobody.
asking you. What's your alternative to Vada?
Is fake testing good?
Who said
What
where's
is your
fake testing? Where's
alternative?
this fake testing you're
Okay,
talking
no,
about,
no.
bro?
Hold on.
It's
What is your alternative to the fake testing?
Hold on. We're listen. All we're doing is asking questions.
And I'm asking the question
There
too.
is no alternative to the 365 because there is no
Nah,
365.
but
so
he's
we
saying
could
Vada's fake testing.
easily we could
So I want to
easily
know
say that
what his alternative is.
Yo, that was it there right there. She said there is no 365.
just use
So?
you just use
so we could
USADA or water. Water's unneeded, just the middleman. They don't do no testing. They just collect piss and blood, and then ship it.
It's the randomness of the scheduling that
There's
Vada
no
does.
randomness. There's no randomness. Frequent.
It,
we
it
could
caught it
easily
caught
find the
Ryan pretty
answer
good.
by
It caught
All you
asking
Ryan.
the
gotta do is
people,
listen to
right?
these
You're
interviews,
saying
bro. Victor Conte told you this shit can be circumvented easily. Those were his
I keep
words.
telling
Yeah.
them that they act like Victor didn't
the
say
two
that.
Easily, he said
He said it
easily
multiple
circumvented.
times.
Cash crypto.
Why don't you bring the video
He
then?
he,
If
he
he said
literally
that,
Got
bring
said
the video.
he literally said if you get caught, you stupid.
NHA heard that shit too. You was
He
there, nigga.
literally said if you get caught, you stupid.
I definitely was.
I
Victor
know
said a
he
lot of
was.
good shit too.
Don't try to
I
pretend.
guess Ryan
He
Garcia
said a
stupid,
lot of
y'all
good
saying?
shit too.
So what
Y'all
you
just
saying,
pick and
Ryan
choose
Garcia
what y'all
stupid?
want to run with.
You saying Ryan Garcia stupid? Because he definitely got caught.
I
For
guess he's stupid.
sure.
I'm telling you what Victor said.
well,
So according to Victor, yeah,
Connor
he's
Ben got
stupid.
caught too, right? Did Connor Ben get caught?
I guess he must be
By
stupid,
Vada?
bro.
Hey, that's what
I
Victor
mean
said. You
who
act like I said it. I didn't say that. Victor
I
said
don't think Conor Ben got caught by Vada. He got caught by the UK and
Yeah, he
Canelo
did
NHA.
get
got
caught
caught
by
by
Vada.
Vada.
so far. He didn't get caught.
Connor
Canelo got
Ben
caught
But
definitely
too.
get
why do
caught
y'all
by
keep
Vada.
saying that? We didn't say nobody could get caught. We're talking about the 365 testing and what does that really mean?
I
Does
know
it
we
We
was
already
mean
until
broke
Cash
down what it
Crypto came
means.
in with his hate.
Okay, let's break it down again. It's
We already broke it
365
down.
days in a year, right? So we know what a 365 is talking about, and 24/7.
but there's no out of
There's no need to
Frequent. They
competition
add
just they just call
testing,
it
24/7.
that
Fly.
to get you to buy into it. There's
There's
no
no need to add
No,
365.
basically they're telling you there's out of competition testing
So you
going on
telling
with
me
that.
out of the 15 years Victor been doing this, only Nonito Donaire and Devin Haney has done it.
Ye-
Margaret Goodman is
Well,
literally
these
the
these
owner.
fighters must be doing something on their off season when they not fighting out of fighting.
You sound crazy, frequent
So
flyer.
Tucson, my
No, y'all
suggestion
sound
to
crazy.
you,
Y'all
right,
acting like
Margaret
would
y'all don't know
be
Goodman
what
ain't fake
get
facts.
Nonito
365 mean. Y'all
Donaire,
don't know what
get an interview from
24/7
Nonito
mean.
Donaire
Come
and
on,
ask
everybody know what that mean. It's
365
simple.
is,
Go ahead. What you say,
right,
Teach?
Tucson? So my suggestion to you would be to get an interview with Nonito Donaire and ask him what the 365 is and how you went about it.
Then they
Great
never speak
idea.
on it. There's no proof they did it either, really.
I'll ask them. I mean,
Oh
I'll
damn.
see. I mean, I'm just curious
I
how
don't
it works.
think they would
But
have a
to me,
reason
it's
to
just the
lie about
fact
that,
that
right?
nobody else has ever done it, and I don't think nobody else has ever done it because they all cheating. It has to
You,
be a
you just
reason
you
why,
just
and
said
why
that
is that?
Nunito Donaire did it, so you can't say nobody else done
But
it. I think
Nobody
you
else
just don't
but
like it because Devin
him.
doing it now.
What are you talking about, Fly Frequency? What are you talking about?
That was back in like
You just said nobody
2012 or
else never
something.
did it.
That was way long
I've
time
been
ago.
talking about this since before Devin did anything. I literally asked Victor Conti about this on Manager Marty Chaney, and he ran off the panel. He did not want to answer my question. He ran off the panel
I remember it.
because he know what the shit he's saying. It doesn't make your solution don't make no sense, Victor. That's really what this is about. This 365 stuff you keep talking about.
Why don't
but
make
Because
sense
but
to test
nobody's
somebody
going to
24/7?
do it. Listen,
but
To test
why does it make
somebody
sense?
theoretically, let
365
me answer.
24/7, why don't it make sense?
Theoretically, it sounds good, but think about it. Who's going to pay for that? who wants their life to be intruded like that at all times, 365,
Exactly.
24/7 days
And
of the
you
year?
got a good point. You got a good point on that.
Who wants it? Who
All
wants
don't
to
mean-
not be able to cheat?
hold on. All of that sounds good theoretically, but I hear you, Fly Frequency. I'm not saying you wrong, but my point is, look at Victor's track record with that over all of these years when he's saying that's the only solution. He's only got Nonito Donaire and Devin Haney to do it, so that's not a
But
solution.
Okay, look.
is he
First of
wrong?
all,
Is he wrong for
first-
making that suggestion though?
hold on. First of all, though, it's not Victor Conti. It's Vada. Vada, the 365 testing is with Vada, not with Victor Conti.
Victor
So you
Conti is
can't
the
talk
one who
about Victor
did it.
Conti being successful
Well, Victor
or failing.
Conti
Not-
didn't make the
he ain't got
suggestion.
nothing to do with
What
it.
are you talking? That's his solution. What are you talking about? That he came up
He's
with.
Is it a
making a
bad solution?
suggestion. He's making a suggestion.
He
Now,
said
But hold up,
fight
y'all.
game.
He
Big
said
dog
I
he
want
Willie.
to
invented it.
ask Frequent a question.
Is that a bad suggestion?
So
At
Frequent,
you know what I'm saying, at face.
He
Is
said
that a bad
I
suggestion?
tried to
Listen,
get
listen.
no
This what
Frequent,
y'all
let me ask you a
missing.
question.
It's the perfect suggestion. It's so great. It'll be so great if everybody do that. We could catch so many more people. But what y'all gotta realize is I'm coming in here, I'm selling y'all a dream, and I'm doing whatever I'm doing because nobody's doing it. Like I don't understand why y'all don't understand that. But hold on, Fight Game. What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
What up, Jay? I just think it's funny how we say that Victor should be looked at with a side eye because of his past, and Frequent say, "Oh no, y'all can't do that. Y'all assuming," but then he just said, "Oh, everybody must be doing something in the off season if they don't sign up for this 24/7 365, which never existed. It's not on their website. That wasn't an option on their website that people were doing."
Bro,
Y'all heard
why you say I said that? I ain't say that, bro. You add on.
You just said that. You just
I
said
didn't say everybody must be doing so. I didn't put
you
that
said
jacket on everybody like
yes,
that.
you did, bro.
I
We can rewind it.
said fighters can't. Yeah, rewind it. I said I'll say it again if you want me to. I
No,
said
I
fighters
already
can
heard you.
be.
I
I
already
said
heard you.
fighters can be doing it. I didn't say all
said-
fighters are doing that. That'll be a pretty bold claim for me to claim that every fighter that's not enrolled in 365 testing is cheating. I didn't say that, bro.
Yeah, you did. You said they
Y'all
must be
don't
doing
listen
something
well. That's
when they not fighting. So how do you explain to Margaret Goodman telling manager Marty that we don't do out of competition testing? So you acting like this has been a thing that people could do when she said this not
It
something
is
that
an
everybody
it
does.
is an option. It's an option. If Nonito did
It's
it,
never
obviously
been
other
an
fighters could
option.
do it.
There's
Bro,
no
Nonito
proof
did
he
it.
did it.
Devin Haney's doing it. There's no proof.
There's no proof
The
that
fuck you calling
there's
Nonito a liar?
I love Nonito, but I'm just saying there's
So you
no
call him a liar? You
It's
don't
not
love
even
him?
it's not even about the proof. It's about the fact that
That sounds crazy.
which y'all keep
Hey,
overlooking
shut your
is
ass.
that why has it only been 2 boxers that's ever did this? Big Dog Willie, what you got for the show? What's
Allegedly.
up?
Yeah, this is gonna be real quick. I think you guys are missing Frequent. I think what you guys are missing is the reputation that Conte has, and it always seems kind of always out of the air. And and it's good that Devin's going to do his 360 or 3 whatever it is, but it sounds if this was all this great thing, a lot of more people be on board. But it's a suspect, and you can't be
what
mad
it
at people
got to do
thinking the
with Victor
suspect.
Conti, bro?
This is
Everything.
his solution. Why do you keep saying that?
Why you keep on? I know. Why you
Because you
see?
saying like
He
he's
brought 365
Niggas is
24/7
delusional,
to
man.
boxing. He came to boxing with that because that was his solution to stop the PED use.
And
Why
with
do you
his
keep saying that?
reputation, it seems suspect. That's just
And
what
the
it
fact
is.
that nobody's
the
doing it.
365 testing is with Vada,
I don't
bro.
understand.
It's not with
Never
Victor
mind. Never mind.
Conti,
All right, man. I'll
man.
let you guys go.
Yeah,
Listen, I
please
don't.
do,
That
bro.
sound
You
weird
can hang
though,
it
man.
upside
Was it
down too
suspect what
long, bro.
Nonito was doing?
Listen,
Was it suspect what Nonito was doing?
Listen, y'all
Yes.
comprehension skills are terrible.
How? When do
No,
y'all?
that's y'all.
I want.
I literally had to
Which one of
explain
you
to y'all what
motherfuckers?
365 24/7 testing is, but our comprehension is bad.
Listen, Fly Frequency. Listen, please.
Motherfuckers
Victor
find any way to
Conti.
hate on Devin,
Now
bro.
you gonna start talking.
My
Victor
fault. Go ahead,
Conti.
man.
Little kids.
For Devin, bro.
Victor Conti came to boxing with the idea that this is his idea, that the 365 testing is out of his brain. That's what he
Yeah,
has to
but
do.
but he didn't. But you acting like he
It's a
set that up
good
at
ass
Vada.
fucking idea.
It was something that they offer at Vada, and he was suggesting that people do it. It's not like he, is taking. He's doing the testing or anything like that. Y'all
I
just want to
never
connect
said
him
he
to
was
it
doing
Who
it.
so
said
y'all
he
can say it's
was?
What? Who
bad.
said? I'm not. Listen, this has nothing
Why
to
he
do.
even mentioning Victor Conti then? Why he
Because
just
it's
came
his
up here and even
idea.
mentioned Victor Conti?
Oh
Oh
my
my god,
God.
it's his
Man, quit
idea,
being
bro.
emotional, dude.
It's his
Just say
idea.
y'all against testing. Just say that. I'm cool. We just move on.
They
Y'all
No,
want
they
because
want
testing.
they
nobody's
wanted to
It's
be the
against
If
wild
y'all
it.
don't
wild
want
west right
testing,
now.
don't y'all know
Testing
I
is
don't give a
good,
fuck. Honestly, they
but
can use PEDs all they want. I'm just saying, we can't act like we want a clean sport. We can't complain about fighters cheating this and that, and
y'all
then
niggas
we
the only ones
complain about
well,
complaining.
what.
for me, so
So
for
Nobody's
you don't.
me,
complaining. Who's complaining,
So
NH3?
you
Who's
never complain
complaining?
about. Nobody
Who's
ever complained
complaining?
about Canelo cheating, right? Come on,
Y'all
let
niggas
me
the
hear y'all
only
lie to me.
ones.
Let me hear y'all
They
lie to me. Let me hear
don't
y'all
care
lie to me.
about
PED
cheating
fans,
now
the only
since
ones.
Devin got cheated
All of a
because they don't
sudden,
like
y'all
Devin.
niggas care
That's what
about
it is.
clean sports.
Y'all
Why don't
didn't care
y'all?
about Conor Ben cheating, right? Come on, let me hear it.
Hell,
Hold
all of
on,
a
y'all.
sudden,
Hold
y'all
on.
niggas
Hold
care
on.
about a clean sport because Devin got cheated.
Hold on, Fight Game. Listen. I don't know what y'all talking about. How y'all jump from me asking questions about VADA and what exactly the 365 testing entails of
Goalpost moving.
to don't nobody care about testing. We're not finna deflect the conversation like that. We're not about to do that. I'm trying to figure out what it simply means. Where's the policy? Is it on their website? Like, where is this coming from? And yes, it's Victor's idea. It was Victor's idea for that to be the solution. I'm not saying he has anything to do with VADA or the testing, but that's his idea. He quote unquote invented the 365 24/7 testing, which even the name just don't even make no sense. Like,
Exactly.
that shit sounds crazy.
Victor, it's Victor's idea, and all of a sudden now Devin signed up for it, but he's asking why y'all keep saying Victor. Like, you don't get it. You don't get the
No.
parallel. Victor's the one
What
talking about it, and now all of a sudden Devin signed up to do it, and you don't think that has nothing to do with Victor? What are you saying? And
what
y'all acting
what
like y'all don't
what
know
sounds
Victor's
crazy?
reputation.
What sounds crazy about 365 24/7 testing? What sounds crazy about it?
24/7 part
Because, but
crazy.
up until now, nobody has done it before. Supposedly, Nonito did it, but you can't look nowhere to prove that shit.
But you just contradicted yourself. You say because nobody else done
Why
it
do I need to
before,
say
and then
365?
you said
Why
I
do I
said
need to
then
up
you
say
until
named the
now.
person who did it.
why do I need to say 365 24/7? Either it's 365 or 24/7. Why do I need to say 24/7
To
365?
make
Because
it sound better.
365 is telling you what? You can get tested any one of those
So it's
365 days in the
24/7.
year. No,
So
it
it's
don't. No,
24/7.
no, it doesn't. Let me. 24/7 is letting you know that it can be done any day of the week.
It just sounds good to be
Any
super
24
fanatics.
hours.
That's all.
24 hours mean what? That's dealing with
Frequent.
hours,
Do
right?
you
It's
know what?
24 hours in a day, right?
Nigga, we
It's
not
24
stupid, bro.
hours in a day. Okay, well, I'm sure y'all acting like it.
Do you know?
You know
Do you, and so,
24, you know the 24 is talking about the hours in one day.
nigga, we
So
know.
that means any hour of the day, any time of the day, bro. And the
Why you gotta
7
bring that?
means any day
So
of the week.
look at
Why you
Rodzilla.
gotta
He
bring
said
that
some
in
of
when you
these.
already have
They
365
acting
then?
like they don't know, bro.
So
Because
why you gotta do the
365
Why you just can't
because
say
24/7 when you already have
365?
365?
because 365 is not telling you that you can have it any hour of the day. That's why
It's
you have to
365.
specify.
But
It's any day of the
365
365 is
year.
just
didn't
telling
seem
you
to
it
be
can happen
so.
any day of the year, all year long. That's what it's telling you, all year long. That's in and out of fights. That's telling you the
Any day,
365 part.
anytime.
The
Any
20,
day,
Every
yeah,
anytime.
and the
day, but every day
24/7
is
part is telling you that it can happen at any time of the day, any one
What
of the
do
24 hours of the day.
nigga? Do you know
Y'all
365
what
clear
Victor
with it,
Conti's
man?
days.
Y'all clear?
reputation was? He knew the testing schedule. That's
Dang.
how he helped people cheat. He didn't just give them the steroids. He also knew the
Why are we
scheduling
talking about Victor Conti again, bro? Huh?
because this
When
is
we talking
Victor's
about Vada,
idea, and he implemented
yeah, a
it. And
person's idea is not going to follow somebody.
Devin's the only
See,
fighter
And
y'all
that
that's
gotta
said,
the
let
point that
"Okay,
I
people
want to
I'm
talk.
gonna
get
do what
to.
Victor said. I'm gonna
So
take
that
up what Victor's idea." Well, he's the only motherfucker doing it.
He's
That's why I'm
telling
saying
he's
Victor.
telling you how
so
to
That's why I'm
prevent.
to
saying
an
He's
Victor.
extent,
telling you how to stop people from cheating, right? He's telling you if you're getting tested 365 24/7, then you can't be cheating.
Right.
That's what he's
Exactly.
telling you. If you're getting
Exactly.
tested all the time, where are you going to have space to cheat? He's saying that if
So
you don't do that, it's easy. You can find a window in there to
Victor
cheat.
knows the schedule. He knows when they're coming to the exact hour.
Frequent. He said it can
Come on,
easily be
bro.
circumvented,
So
bro.
Victor is
Mr.
God
Frequent,
now,
can I
right? He
say this,
knows everything. Come on, bro.
How you think he
Supreme,
got
what
away
up,
with
bro?
it for so long? He
hold
said
on,
it out
shout
of his
out.
own mouth.
Hold on, y'all. Shout out.
Gang, gang.
Gang.
Supreme, you there? Probably on the train or something.
yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up? What's the word?
What's
Nothing
good?
much. I'm up here
What's up, man?
trying to
Gang.
frequent
Talking
flyer
about
up here
that.
being silly.
What y'all talking about? I know NHA saying a bunch of cap.
Man,
They
y'all
saying
sound,
they don't understand. They saying
y'all
they don't
sound like
understand.
Nah,
cops. Y'all sound like gang. That's how I hear like
They
a
Flyer
cop.
frequency
But
captain
Cream,
the capper of
they
the
don't
night.
understand. They keep telling me, they told me like 3 times already, they don't understand what 365 24/7 mean. And I had to explain it different ways, three
These
different
niggas acting
times,
like they
bro.
don't know what Victor Conti's past is and him knowing his
What
testing
do Victor
schedule and
Conti's
all
past
this. He
Bro,
got to
keeps on
do with
asking about Victor
scheduling for
Conti,
What
even
do
though
what
you
else
Victor's
do,
sound
bro?
you
Victor's
sound
role
like a
is because
detective
Victor.
talking about Victor Conti's
come
past.
on,
You a
bro.
cop?
Yeah,
Why you
niggas
brought
So
so
you
worried
want
police.
to,
about Victor Conti's
and you
past?
just
Because it's
asked me if
very
I wanted to
relevant.
You
see
the
sports.
police.
Yeah, we police, nigga. Fuck you
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
over there make investigate. Do you
We
hear about Victor
we
Conti? Do you
sniping,
know this
bro.
Man,
man?
This
You know
bitch
this
ass
man
nigga just
past?
asked me if I
Hold
wanted to
on, y'all.
see
This
Hold on,
sports
hold
man,
though.
he the
on, hold
beast.
on, hold on. We got Ray Davis on the panel. What up, Ray Davis? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Salute. I just want to say hi to everybody. Happy New Year. Let's keep it real. Um, so let's talk about 365 just to be on some realness. I don't think a lot of y'all realize Earl Spence has been on 365 like for a long time, but nobody's complaining about him being on there. No one's complaining about
Nobody's. That's
Benedict.
not when he's on
Nigga, there
No,
is a lot of
365.
no,
Where?
because
365
but
testing.
well,
What
I'm
part of
saying,
that don't you understand?
excuse me.
Who was he
What do
doing
you?
365 testing with?
He's been
Said
with
You
again,
got
Vada
Dame
for
brother.
the
Dash?
longest. He's been with Vada for the longest. If
How
you
come
actually
he
look
ain't
at
on
his,
the website
he for Snack or for Vada,
for
it's a
Nevada?
difference.
This shit is
He is
ridiculous,
on.
man.
He is
Oh,
on Vada. He is
He's
on
damn.
not
See,
on
I
Vada.
there for
say, see,
Devin. No, hold on. They
see,
just said that Devin Haney is the only pro boxer enrolled in
Exactly.
24/7
Niggas be
365
making up shit,
testing. They
man.
So
just put
then,
that
so
up.
then,
It's
okay.
so y'all
So
mean to
official.
tell me Spence
go
never been
look.
tested?
And they
Quit
said that
making up your own
they
facts,
said no
bro.
Nito Donaire. Victor said this himself, y'all. He said no Nito Donaire is the only fighter to ever do the 365 testing, and now Devin.
Like if
Yes,
you
So
don't
Nah,
sir.
Spence
understand
never
Earl.
been
that,
drug
Earl
just go
been.
tested?
listen to these
If Devin the
interviews
So
only
Earl.
and
coming
get this
boxer on
information.
365.
So when
Oh
Earl was fighting
wow.
Bud, when Earl was
No, this
enrolled
is
to
no
fight
Victor
Bud.
said this himself. This is straight
Okay.
out
Now
of his
Victor
mouth.
definitely
All
said
right.
that on Manager Marty for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, stop making
When
up soft
Earl, when
shit, bro. Show us some real
I
shit.
know for a fact when Earl was fighting Bud, Earl put out there that he was on 365 testing. He put that out there himself. Y'all can go watch the tapes. Earl recorded it. He said it.
Man, roll the
So I'm
tape
not
on
making.
Manager
I'm not.
Marty,
Hold on.
man.
I don't care about man. First of all, Manager Marty is a hater, and he sits there
That's
and
my
says stuff.
guy,
And,
Wow.
man. Watch
and
your
listen,
mouth.
Wow.
Speak
I
on
don't
it.
care. I
Speak
don't
Wow.
on
care.
it.
Listen,
Wow.
hold on. What do you mean? Watch my mouth. Watch your mouth. Who the
Hold
hell you
on,
talking
y'all.
to,
Go
We
bro?
ahead.
got
Y'all
Go
we
ahead.
got a
relax.
Chill.
lot of
Chill
You
with
Relax.
that.
you
Relax.
Let me
disrespecting the
Relax.
talk.
other
Manager
Conti
Marty
fans.
dick eaters
I'm
up
not
on here.
Hey,
disrespecting
NHA.
anybody.
Y'all relax.
Listen, I'm
Go
not.
ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just saying when people come out there and they clearly come out to just sit there and just throw things out publicly just to say things and they don't listen and put everything out there and they're only putting out one side of arguments and things that they clip and cut up, man, that's not true. So I'll put all the information
No,
out.
I
Stop trying
watched
to
the
just.
whole. I watched the
Come
whole
Oh
on,
no,
interview.
man.
no, 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 no.
I
Hold
talked to
on.
Shut up,
Okay,
nigga. We watched
Hold
the
on, time
that's
out,
cool.
interviews
time
and
out.
we
Hold
just
on,
Listen,
don't
listen,
say
Ray.
listen.
Listen,
anything.
Only
Ray.
listen,
Listen,
man.
Ray. Let me tell you. Let me
I
tell
know.
you.
Hold on. 2 cents, real
No, no,
quick.
hold on. Let me
Listen,
tell
man.
you.
Like,
Let me
I
tell you.
know.
Let
nigga
me
No,
tell
tell
the
you.
2
host to
cents.
Hold
hold
on, hold
on,
on,
Two.
bro.
hold on,
Go
hold
ahead.
on,
2
hold on, hold
cents.
on. I watched the whole interview with
Mm,
Victor Conti. I have it myself. Like I have it
And
downloaded.
Margaret
right.
I have the
Goodman.
whole
Right. We
interview.
all watched it.
So I definitely heard what he said. So I don't know about the clipped up stuff, but I definitely heard what he said. But there's no issue with the 365 with Devin being in 365 testing. I'm just trying to figure out why more people don't do it and what does it mean exactly. That's what we're talking about. and everybody else
Okay.
going off on some other tangent, like why you think it ain't good, and why you think?
So
And I'm just trying to figure out what exactly does it mean to be in the
so
365 testing, because they don't stay in the 365 testing. Canelo been in
right.
the
No,
365 testing and he got out. He didn't stay in it once his little reputation
right.
got better or whatever. So I'm saying, like, is this something you, because they got Devin on the website and all this other stuff. So I'm like, is he doing this for the rest of his career? Or is he going to make every opponent he fight have to be in the 365? Like, those are the questions that I'm asking and trying to figure
Okay.
out. And
Well,
then we
hold,
get,
hold
Yeah.
on.
and then
Okay.
Am I
get,
Okay.
hold on,
crazy
hold on, hold
or
on, hold on.
Okay.
And
So
then we get down this rabbit hole of why more fighters aren't doing it. And I'm like,
right.
do they even know what it is? I mean, because it sounds
Okay.
like if 365 24/7, it means you could get tested. Okay, I get that's what we think it means, but what really is it?
That's
That's
a
what
great that's a great point.
that's
Okay,
what
that's
I'm
a great
asking.
question. All right. So all right, I missed that part. I was coming on the heels of what was the response to Frequent Flyer when he was talking about, I mean Flyer Frequency when he was talking about it. So that's that. Let me just be clear on that. Another thing is I do want to say that we do have to understand that who else is testing boxers right now? Who else is allowed to test boxers?
Well, it's
So
USADA and the other
no,
one.
they're not in boxing. They're not allowed to test
Usada
It's
not in
boxers.
water.
boxing.
It's water. It's water.
Who
WADA
said
is
they're not
the
allowed to
Water,
test
well,
water is
boxers?
WADA.
the
First of all, WADA is
water.
the agency that tests the results, and they actually just make up the rules. VADA is the people that actually go collect the samples.
That's a
USADA
fact.
does not deal with boxing.
They take the samples to water,
Are
right?
you sure about
Right.
that? I don't know. You might have to. You should
They,
check
Usada
your
I
check
don't.
and
think,
them
I
shit.
USADA
Nah,
don't
Rachel
deal.
Donaire
They're
just
not.
cleared that up the other day. She said Usada. She said Usada is no longer in boxing.
oh,
Oh,
so it's
they
just
no longer in
one. It's
boxing?
just
It's
one
I
just
thought
testing
VADA.
agency.
USADA was
Yeah.
the United
That's
States
crazy.
testing.
They
Yeah.
Yeah,
are.
I thought they was
Yeah,
Well,
involved in boxing, but I might have to do my research on that.
So
All
it's
right.
only one testing agency left.
it's only
No, it
one.
wasn't. No,
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 nah, there's
no.
USADA.
another
It's
one that
Hold
another.
Eddie
on.
Hearns
No,
used.
listen,
There's
Eddie
y'all.
another
Hearns used
one.
Y'all
one too.
hold on, y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
remember? Hold on, y'all remember when Alicia Baumgartner popped dirty or whatever?
Right.
Yeah.
Her. It wasn't Vada. It was the other test. I forgot what it's
Yeah.
called though. It
There's
got a
What's
another
weird
one
free
like
name.
Yeah.
something?
It was
yeah. There's
it was
another one
that
like
testing
free.
agency. That's when like 3 of Eddie fighters in a row
Yeah, it's
test
like free,
positive.
free testing or free boxing, something free. Yeah, something weird. But
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah, some
nobody
Timu
uses them
shit.
because nobody uses them because they have a they don't
Because
have a
they got a bad
history of
track record.
yeah exactly they don't have like a
Like
real big
collecting
history.
samples wrong and stuff like that.
Yeah, and VADA is actually the only UPS service of boxing. And actually I think they're the biggest drug testing place across the world, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Drug
VADA is the only one that
inspection,
works with
sample collection.
they work with every single anti-doping agency across the world. So it's not just here in the States. And all the people that when we talk about what's going on in boxing in general, right? Okay, I just want to leave Devin out of it. I want to leave Earl out of it. I want to leave Canelo out of it. What I'm asking is, we get upset with these things, and no disrespect to Man Jamarty. I was just talking crap because what I mean, it was just thrown at me. And as far as me being a ninja and all that, man, go ahead with that. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I don't disrespect people. I try to keep it real.
I don't
You know what
think
I mean?
nobody
I
called you
respect everybody.
a ninja.
Yeah, here we go again, bro. You love to talk, bro. Yo, you
I said
you's a
nobody
He,
called
coward,
you a
why,
ninja.
bro.
why
What are you
y'all
You
talking
taking
about?
it
crazy,
to something that
emotional,
Nigga,
y'all?
you
man.
want to
Hey,
kill
hold
It's
on.
niggas,
cool. It's
bro.
Hold
cool.
on.
Stop
It's
This is
playing
cool.
with us,
boxing,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
I
Hold
love
on.
this
yeah,
New York on
exactly.
We
New
talking
York
about
shit.
boxing,
Hold
and
on.
y'all
Now you
getting
want to
all
Exactly.
argue.
mad and stuff.
Nah, it's
Talk to
cool. I'm
her
not
for
even
that,
mad.
nigga.
I'm just
It's
trying to make
good.
sense out of this. I'm just saying you
Just
emotional,
hurry up, nigga.
man,
You
and it's
long winded.
crazy.
He didn't
Look,
even
you see what
say
I'm
nothing
talking about?
disrespectful to
You
you,
see what I'm
bro.
talking about? Yo, you're emotional, man.
Hold
Yo,
on,
Talk
every
bro.
to
But
her,
time
he said,
somebody
bro.
hold
says
on. But he's
something,
Hold
saying
on. Hold
That's
on.
the
he's saying that. Hold on. He's saying ninja to not say the N word, ain't he?
no, he
right.
didn't say that at first. I said that. He definitely called me the N word earlier. I'm just saying he react emotionally.
All
He
right.
got his feet.
Hey, man,
Listen,
He got his
y'all.
get
female
back to the
Listen,
tendencies.
topic,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Whatever,
we gotta
nigga.
That's
relax. We
the
gotta
that's
keep
the
it boxing.
emotional gang
We
gang.
gotta keep it boxing. We gotta
Whatever,
keep it
nigga.
boxing.
Yeah,
Let's get back
yeah.
to topic. Let's get back
Oh,
on
so you
topic.
All
trying
right.
to
So
make it
anyway,
Fight
anyway,
game.
but it's all good. You know what
Hey,
I
No,
look,
mean?
that's
But
y'all
not bad.
messing up.
anyway,
That's
Y'all
good.
messing up my sound bites now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this, Chief Sense. I'm my
Nah, you
bad. You right.
good. You
It's a
good.
new year. I don't want to
Nah,
be
we
out
good.
here
It get a little
on
rowdy on here
that
sometimes, but it's
nonsense.
good. It's good.
Hold,
I
We
just
hold
gonna
want to
on though,
clear
behave.
the
y'all.
air.
y'all keep saying that nobody else done it before, but then as we go along, I keep hearing more names of other people who did it. What's going on?
No,
He just gave you some false information and you believed it.
but this
What?
is what
Two
we
Cent
Where
said
am I
Canelo did
wrong?
it.
It'd be the month.
I'm not talking about what he said. I'm talking about what she said. She said Canelo did it and jumped out.
And
but
Earl
this is
Spence,
what
and
I
Earl
mean
Spence did do
because
365 with
but
Bud.
this is the difference that when I say not people not doing it, I believe Nonito always was in the program. It wasn't no in and out. It was like I'm in and I'm in.
But when
That's
you
why
say
they
nobody
Yeah.
never did it before, that means that make you think that nobody ever did it, whether it's jumping in and out or at all,
So
That's
if
all
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
mistaken, if you go to
I don't think
BoxRec
2
and
Cents
you
ever
click,
said that.
she did say that, but if you go to BoxRec right now and you type in uh a name of a boxer, it tells you if they're enrolled in VADA or not, right then and there. So why are we even in dispute of what's really happening? We only take the information that we want to accept, or do we just take the information that, Manager Marty tells us? That's all I'm
no,
trying to
I'm just trying
ask.
to figure out.
Not
What?
you two cents. I'm generally asking.
No, this don't have
Supreme
nothing to
Academy
do.
Swept definitely what Manager Marty says. They don't
This
listen to
doesn't have
nobody.
anything to do with
Niggas,
what.
Yeah,
oh
we.
my
Hold on,
God,
y'all.
you
Hold
niggas
on, hold
is
on, because this
wild,
ain't
boy.
got nothing to do with what
Manager
Manager
Marty's
Marty.
their daddy.
I'm about to mute you. Come on. This ain't got nothing to do with what Manager Marty said. This is from me listening to Victor myself. I'm just asking because when he's saying here, when they're saying Devin Haney is the only pro boxer in the 365 program right now. My question was just like Frequent Flye's point, other people have done this before. Why they didn't get the big announcement and be on the website and all of that
Hold
stuff?
on,
Like,
I ain't going to just let you call me
what's the
frequent flyer
difference?
C
Flyer
now. I'm
C is
flyer
crazy.
frequency. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to just chop and screw my name like that.
Yeah.
Come on, you making me lose my train of thought. So when I say, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what is so
Yeah.
different?
No,
Because
I understand. I understand. And
and
what I
then
was saying.
you hear Victor saying, well, no other fighters ever done this except for Donito Donaire. So granted, maybe other fighters for whatever reason have been like, all right, I'm gonna test 365 for this moment. But what is the difference
Didn't he say
between
Devin was in
hold on,
365 testing too?
be quiet. And so what is the difference between what Nonito is doing and Devin is doing for them to get talked about like that and that type of recognition versus maybe Canelo doing it or Earl doing it? Like, what's the difference?
Mhm.
There's
Now,
obviously a
what?
difference.
Okay, so from what I understand, and I remember from part of this interview, right, is when he was talking about Devin doing the 365, he was talking about Devin being a part of 365 in the sense that, Devin is somebody that he works with closely. As far as them being, and the Needle was actually in the program too, and they were all part of the snack program, and he worked with them. Earl, I don't believe is a part of the snack program. Bud was a part of the snack program, but I don't think Bud ever did 365 until he had to go against Earl, and Earl put that jacket on him where he said that, I do 365 testing. It's like I said, it's in an interview with Earl talking about it, and they were talking about it before. I remember Earl, other content creators bringing up why Earl didn't want to do drug testing after the Evanesian fight. And they was begging him to do it, right? They were telling him, yo, get the ring. You a drug cheat. Y'all don't
Not
remember
Earl,
that?
Bud. Bud
No,
fought
I'm sorry, Bud.
Evan.
Excuse me, Bud. No, that's
I'm
what
like,
I
nah, I
did.
don't
I
know
just
what
say
you
that.
talking about.
No, I did say Bud, didn't I? All right, I might have messed
You
up. My
said
bad.
Earl.
I
Yeah.
thought Earl. I said Earl asked Bud to do it, but I might have mixed up the names. My bad. But he asked Bud to do it at that point after the Evanesian fight, right? And he was putting it out there that they wanted him to do stringent testing because they thought he was on steroids at that point. And a lot of people didn't even understand why Earl was doing that. And they were talking about the 365 because believe it or not, that was the first time I actually heard of 365 testing with VADA at
Was
that time. That was in 2022.
they
A matter
saying
of
You ain't
fact,
24/7,
Bud.
or was they saying 365? I think they were saying 24/7.
well, 365 and
What the fuck is the
24/7.
difference?
What is the difference?
The difference
I
is
don't know.
24.
I just broke it down like
Hold on, let me
4
tell
Let
you.
times,
Fly
bro.
Frequency
Do I gotta
explain it.
explain it again?
Fly Frequency
The
explain it to
difference
Ray
is
Davis. No,
the
let
diff-
Fly Frequency explain it to Ray Davis. Go ahead, Fly Frequency.
Well, we know 365 is referring to the 365 days in a year. So they're saying you get tested all year. That means in and out of fights. Now the 24/7 thing is telling you the 24 hours of the day. You can get tested any one of those hours in the day, any time of the day, 7 days a week.
Okay.
I got a
And
question. I
it's
got a question.
In
okay.
that
When
8 weeks leading up to the fight, is
365
what I'm saying.
already. That's
when do y'all
Okay.
think
365
when do y'all
already.
think
But
this program got started?
was well, it started when Nonito Donaire didn't that when that had started like 5, 6 years ago?
It's
That was
Wait,
Nah,
random
that shit
wait.
was
testing
like
though.
It's
That
like
mean
that
it could
shit was
be
like over
anytime
10 years
that's
random.
ago.
12 years
hold on.
ago.
That was 12
Random
12,
years
testing
ago.
12
mean
years
it's
ago.
random
And
though.
just
Random
just
testing
like
mean it's random.
hold on, just like a little over a year ago when Margaret got on there, she said that there is no out of competition testing. There's no 365 testing. So when did this
Yeah,
program get
it's
started?
only during competition. Either it's only during competition,
That's
and
what
it's
I'm saying,
only
Ray.
on. Yeah, that I
In
do
that
know.
in that 8 weeks, it's 24/7.
So
You know what I
that's the
mean?
question, right? What is it? What is
Yes.
360? So this is what I was saying, right? This is what I was trying to explain. Like they could be saying 365 24/7, but it could just mean instead of an 8-week window, they extended it out to a 12-week window or a 16-week window.
Or they
And
extend the
now
hours of
since
the
they're
day?
I, I
testing you outside of the competition period, now it turns into 24/7 365 because
Hmm.
now we can test you 24/7 365 additional 12 weeks or 16 weeks before your fight. And I was saying that
absolutely.
Right.
that could be what they're saying while we're sitting here thinking it's any day, anytime, any
No.
hour, and it's like no, it's not like that.
No, but
I'm.
that's literally what it means though. If
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying
Olympic.
365 24/7, you're saying that now we're testing people out of competition. You know, you can be
Yeah.
because you can be out of competition and just, using PEDs. And then, once you know that you're about to go into competition, you can stop using it and cycle off or whatever and then come back
Right.
with the benefits of it.
So
So that's what the
if I can
benefits of
add
365 testing would be.
But
That's
why
if
did
all
I
we
can
Margaret
add
that's
say
all
that
we
they
saying.
don't
if
do out of competition testing though? That's
right.
what our
So if,
dispute is. She said we
right.
don't do out of competition testing. So this has got to be some kind of special designation or you know what I mean? Like
Or
he's
or it
really
I
could
trying
be
to
mean, it
push
is.
the
right.
Hold on,
Or it
issue.
could
y'all.
be
Shout out
it could
Boxing
be
Hacker. We got Boxing
Salute
Hacker.
y'all.
Listen,
salute,
y'all got
salute.
me 40 minutes
It,
past my time that I'm supposed to
and
be on
and
here.
and two cents, my
Yo, let
bad.
me, let me
So just to touch on what two cent just said, right? So let's just say everything she said is
But hold on, Ray.
accurate. Which
Let me ask you a
I'm
question,
sorry.
Ray. But
oh,
that
Yes.
makes sense what I just said.
Yeah, exactly. So all I was going to say is let's just say that that's the case. And to add on to, I think somebody just mentioned something. I didn't know who it was. If about them making changes about the 365 and doing out of. I know Flyer just touched on it too, about doing out of competition testing. So let's just say they did some changes to the program. That's possible. Things change, but it's also a possibility that maybe they have a schedule 2 or 3 times out of fights that they may just randomly show up, which may be possible. The NFL does this. The NFL, set a lot of standards with testing because of a lot of players doing certain activities, whether it be hardcore drugs or, or just steroids outside of the realm of playing in the season and being ready for the season. So what they did, they started testing them randomly outside the season, which would be 1 or 2 times, and they'll just have pop-up schedules on every player. So it's very possible that could be one of the things that they may have just involved themselves in and saying, look, we're just gonna start doing pop-up testing and we'll just throw it out there. That could be what the 365 is. That's the only thing that will make it relevant. As far as it being out there, no, it's more like what Two Cent said. I think it was just more into competition. Maybe they extended the dates, whatever the case may be. But it may be possible they'd be doing some out of competition testing that they just added to their schedule.
hey,
That's
you guys mind if I
speculation
chime in
though.
real quick? Can I chime in real quick on this topic? So because I've been hearing people talk about this, right? So when they say out of competition testing, it doesn't mean that like we don't do testing outside of competition. That's not what they meant. Yeah, no, out of competition is out of competition, but you
Man,
guys are
shut up,
misinterpreting it.
Nobody want to hear your dumbass opinion about
Can
some
y'all
shit
Let
let
that
me
the
you just
explain.
man
said.
talk?
Hold on.
Dang, y'all.
Hold on,
Why
Can
they
y'all.
y'all
get
Y'all
let
so
the
can't
man
let
hyped
him
when
talk,
it
make
mean
no
bro?
when it's
sense.
just
Let me explain what they mean.
People
So
always
what
trying to
she was
rearrange somebody's words to
no
make it
Hey,
no.
like
y'all let him
If
have it. Let him have it. Let him have it. Go
if
ahead,
you guys
Boxing
go
Hacker.
back to the interview, she defines what she meant. So what she was saying is that there's our competition test is like a set of tests, right? So Olympic style testing does our competition testing. That means that they do a different set of tests for when you're in competition versus when you're out of competition. She said VADA doesn't do that because they do a single set of tests all throughout the year. So no matter whether you're in or out, they don't have a set of tests for out of competition. That's what she means by out of competition testing. It doesn't mean they don't test outside of competition. It means that they don't have a different set of tests for when you're outside of competition versus when you're in. And that's why she was comparing it to Olympic style testing. And if you guys go back to that Margaret Goodman interview, and she defines it that way, that's why that's basically what she says.
That's not what she said.
She does.
That's not what I got from it, bro.
You might have to dumb it down for some of them, though.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get this super chat. Shout out to Ohio Style Lyrics 513 with the $10 in the super chat. He say, "What's good, 2 cents? Just supporting the grind." Shout out to Ohio Style Lyrics. Appreciate the support for the channel.
If you guys don't believe, just rewatch the video. Rewatch it because after she was talking to Manager Mari, she said, "This when I say out of competition testing, this is what I mean," and that's the definition she gave.
He asked her about 365 testing though, and she said we don't do that.
I'm about to
pull up the video. Pull up the video. Let it play until after she defines it, and then we can reassess. But that's what she
defined it then, so because she tried to backdoor and fix what she just said. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up.
It made sense because
she
compared it.
Come on, y'all.
Olympic style testing as out of competition testing, and she says it because they have a different set of tests for when you're going towards competition time versus when you're outside.
Style testing is random, nigga. VADA's not random. So shut up.
It's not about.
VADA is random. That's why it catches people, bro.
It's not random, bro.
Random style testing.
Which testing is random, Cash Crypto?
If you
which
know
testing is random?
If you know you
Cash Crypto don't know. He just
don't know
yelling
shit.
stuff out.
He just want to complain. He like a Karen.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, 2 cents. Go ahead and play it so everybody can hear it.
You gotta
shut up.
What's up with you and who is that you keep going back and forth with? What's up with y'all? Y'all gotta relax. Everybody entitled to their own.
Man, NHA a little troll, man. Ain't nobody worried about that little.
He just can't. He came up here and called me out for no apparent reason.
No,
so you know what I'm saying. I'm on his neck.
Crap, that's all.
I'm on his neck now.
I just confused it. Fight game.
That nigga ready to fight over Bud Crawford.
That's Cash.
Cash. I just confused the Cash. You just flared it back up. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the video.
Yeah, while she's trying to find it, I just want to ask this question. Why y'all be hating on Bud so much, though, bro?
Go wipe your pussy, NHA.
Yo, Bud heard him somewhere. I don't know. Did Bud take one of y'all girls or something?
Hating how?
But
did he date one of y'all girls or something?
What you mean?
I'm trying to find something.
Oh, Slide.
Nigga be crashing out over Bud, man. That shit crazy.
Who crashing out over Bud?
You crashing out
like real extreme.
You said me. You said me. Let me.
He's talking about Bud.
No, he ain't talking about you.
Oh,
he ain't talking about you.
Oh, that's why I said who. I couldn't hear because a lot of people were talking. I couldn't hear everybody.
Fans be going hard though, for real.
I don't know what's going on with my internet, man. It's like
when you find the video, 2 cents, I think it's like 19 minutes in or something like that.
Yeah, and hacker, man, you got to stop hacking the internet, bro. Like you got things locked down. What's up? Happy New Year to everybody, man.
The hacker is a celebrity.
I know he is.
There's so many people begging you to start a channel.
Yo.
I be telling you, hacker. Sometimes when you be speaking, you gotta dumb it down a little bit so they can understand.
Yeah, it's funny. I was trying to tell Marty he should play the whole thing so that everybody hear the definition, but then he didn't want to play. I was like, that's what she meant. It wasn't like they don't do out of competition.
What she meant, boxing hacker.
So basically, the way
Manager Marty she say what she meant then. I mean, I'm gonna listen to what I'm saying.
She did say what she meant. That's what he's trying to say.
But Manager Marty stopped it before she defined it. So
of course he's gonna stop it because that's what he want to just stop the part that he want to use.
Because so people are taking it like that meant like they don't test outside of competition. No, they don't have a set of tests for out of competition. It's like a segment of tests.
Okay, so he asked her about
you're making
testing, and she said immediately off the bat, "We don't do out of competition testing."
She didn't
Exactly.
say
Period.
no.
Period.
No, he said no. What he said. No, okay, this is what Manager Marty said. He
Man,
said that when you
I
say
know, bro. I
out of
know.
competition, you mean outside of competition, right? And she was like, yes, but when we're talking about out of competition testing, VAR doesn't do out of competition testing like Olympic style testing. Who do out of competition? We have one set of tests throughout the year. Our set of tests don't differ from out of competition and within competition.
You basically put
Like
words in
within
her mouth,
competition
bro.
just
That's
means
not what you
leading
said.
up there.
Come on.
Okay, she's gonna play it back. You'll hear it. I paraphrase, but you'll see it. You'll see what I'm saying.
When she say it in the video, they
You
gonna
ain't
make up something
paraphrase,
else to
nigga. You
say.
extra phrase.
She ain't said that in the video though, bro. She said they don't do out of competition testing, bro.
No,
Because
but
he cut the
Manager
video
Marty
off.
stopped it.
Because Manager
He
Marty
stopped the
cut it
tape.
off. That's why.
It cut it off. I asked him to
Now,
play the whole thing.
Why y'all
out of
trying to control what she said, bro? That's what
out of
not what she said.
competition testing don't mean out of competition testing,
That's
right?
what it means, bro. It's no semantics. That's exactly
No,
what
it's a
That's not what he's saying, man. You gotta dumb it down a little bit
Olympic
more, man, so they can
All right, here
Olympic
we
understand.
style
go. Here we go.
testing.
Hold
you
on,
got
hold on,
dumb
hold on,
down
hold on,
shit.
hold
Hold
on,
up.
hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we
All right,
go.
go
Here we
ahead.
go.
Times throughout the year. It just depends. So it varies.
Right. And the reason why I asked that question is, as you know, on Bada's website, and I made reference about this before my audience, so they are.
Shout out to Manager Marty. This is Manager Marty's full interview with Dr. Margaret Goodman. This is Manager Marty's interview, his footage. If you want to see the whole thing, you can go to his page and check it out. All right, here we go.
Aware of this part, that on the website, on Bada's website, it spoke on fighters being tested 8 weeks prior to each bout that they'll have.
And that may be true, but it also can be, I should probably change that, but it can be a lot longer. So, for example, and I don't think this is talking out of school, but for example, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk were supposed to fight. I guess were they supposed to fight in? I can't remember if it was January or December, but they were supposed to fight. Been enrolled in testing for several months before that, and we just continued the testing all the way through, and we'll continue it through their next fight. So it may be 5 months, 6 months.
Before they fight, you're saying 5 or 6 months prior to them fighting.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. I mean, that's just one example. There are others in that category as well, but it just depends on when they signed up. If the fight date got postponed.
You know, I'm gonna keep playing it, but you know how you gotta pause it every few seconds and talk. Everything is so ambiguous. Y'all feel like that?
Yes.
Very vague.
Not really.
Vague
I mean,
on
she
that.
did say
Well, here's
they get tested before and after the fight, so we gonna skip that.
and can I ask another question? It sounds
Uh-huh.
crazy, right? But did Usyk and Tyson Fury fight in America? So that says that VADA is global, right?
Absolutely.
Just
Oh,
okay,
the value global. Yeah, why
Because
wasn't
they
it
work
global?
with the sanctioning bodies, right?
right. And
Right.
the WBC is enrolled in clean testing.
Right.
Yeah.
The top 10, I think, only.
All right, here we go. I'm about to hit the play button. Here we go.
Sometimes they'll, on the average, I would say most of the athletes that come to us are leading up to about, it's usually 2 months before. That's on the average. But there's ones that are 6 weeks before, and there's ones that are 3 or 4 months before. Just depends.
Right. Who pays for the testing, Margaret?
Typically, it's the promoter that pays for the testing.
Do I need to
Sometimes
fast
we do
forward?
testing for
Or y'all want to hear
commissions.
this?
We've done
Yeah.
that
The
for
part.
a few different commissions that have asked us to testify.
What'd you say, Boxing Hacker?
You know the part where it starts at?
I think it passed it already, didn't it?
Oh, it passed it? All right, let me go back.
I think it was
You
like
said
19 something.
I'm going to start at 1853.
Tested.
Okay.
That's a different thing. As far as fighters that enroll for us leading up to a fight, sometimes it can be 5 months before a fight.
Is to undergo 365 24/7 testing. Is there any truth to that?
He did that for
Yeah,
So
right
I
there.
don't think I've ever had anybody refuse. I mean, sometimes it's hard to find them.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Category
thought that was
to be
it. We moved
eligible
it.
to undergo testing throughout the year. So that's the other thing that we have enrolled in. So obviously if we had significant donations and funding, I'm talking about probably, I don't know how much, but significant amount of funding to test more of those individuals. We test those individuals throughout the year, and we show up and we actually, I don't think I've ever had anybody refuse. I mean, sometimes it's hard to find them, but I haven't really had too much problem with that. The fighters usually let us know where they are, and they're subject to testing.
Okay. And I did hear you mention Nonito Donaire. The audience was told that you personally ordered Canelo Alvarez to undergo 365 24/7 testing. Is there any truth to that?
He did that for a period of time. I can't remember which exact year he did. He is, however.
Oh, the 360. I figured it out, Fleeker Flyer, just when she said that. The 365 mean you just gonna do it for 365 days.
That's a year, duh.
No. I mean, let me tell you what I mean when I say that. I mean, it's just those 365 days. After that, you're done.
But that's what I've been saying the whole time. A year, for a whole year, 24/7.
But
I think Boxer Hacker was right though. I kind of heard the little snippet, but you kind of like it got chopped up and fast
But my
forwarded.
point is, it's not a career thing. It's only for 365 days. It's not for you to stay in it. But I think the difference with Nonito was that he stayed in it. And
no, you have to pay after the year is up. You have to do it, get it again. You have to
but he stayed, when I say stayed in it, I mean he continued year after year after year. He didn't just do 1 year.
You gave me 2 cents?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Windy City said to go to 2340. The time.
Hold on, keep playing right here because this is where Hacker's talking about right here.
Hold on,
Hacker already won. Hacker was right. We ain't got to be here no more.
Hold on.
Supreme was trying to say
Hacker was not right.
Many years now.
Absolutely right.
The program and is eligible for testing through that as well throughout the year.
Hold
But
on,
he
y'all
does
can't hear. Y'all can't hear. Okay, here we go.
testing for every fight he has, and there was a period of time where he underwent testing for a year. I just don't remember exactly what year it was.
Okay.
It might have been after the Gennady Golovkin last fight, I would think, but don't quote me on that one.
I got you. Okay, so when we talk about 365 24/7 testing, on average, as an estimate, how many times are fighters tested, or were the fighters who conducted 365 24/7 tested? How often throughout the year were they tested?
So the problem, I understand what you're asking, but it's not really done that way because, for example, in the WBC program,
what she mean not really done that way?
Let's say there's
let it play.
fighters
Let it play.
enrolled, and some are volunteers to the program as well. They may only get tested once a year. They may not get tested that year, but they're eligible to be tested and know that that's a possibility. And then the WBC would adjudicate that. Adjudication is another problem, but for now, as far as how often they're tested, that's a different thing. As far as fighters that enroll for us leading up to a fight, sometimes it can be 5 months before a fight. Sometimes it can be, a month and a half before a fight. It just depends. And so those fighters, depending on how long the time is that they're enrolled, they may get tested, or how many bouts they have through a year. There's some of those fighters that have fought 2 or 3 times a year. They've been in our program for, 2 to 3 months each time. And so it's pretty much throughout the year where they're tested, and they may get tested a total of, 18 times throughout the year. It just depends. So it varies.
Right. And the reason why I asked that question.
So it varies. Again,
it's random.
It's random.
It's random. That's what random is. You don't know exactly when you're getting it.
You might get one, you might not get none.
No, you
Exactly.
got to get one.
Nah,
You
That's
got to
what
get
she
But
She
she
said
something.
no.
said,
she said
she
on
said it
average
depends
18.
on. She said
But
it
she
depends
said
on when
only
you
when,
fight, and it's usually 2 months before your fight. That's what she
and
said.
she
And she
yes,
said
She
on
said
average
she said
18 for the year, 18
she's
tests a year.
y'all. It's a
So
key thing she
on
said
average.
there. She
said 18 to
said when
5
you're involved in
per fight.
WBC clean boxing, it adjudicates all the VADA program. So it
But
actually takes you out of the
of course,
365.
somebody
They have a free
listening
fight.
got that you
They get
cannot be
tested every
testing at
5
all out of
Yeah,
this, out of what she
that's what she,
said.
and
Where
that's
they
not
get that from?
even what she meant. Frequent
He said one test.
flyer frequency. She said if you can get adjudicated from them, where you won't be tested by like for their program,
I
but the
know because the
I know, but the
WBC program
listen,
kicks in. I
yes,
know.
right, and then they'll test for that program. So
Yeah, I
she's
know.
saying
But
that when you're not,
I was
yeah,
saying somebody here just said, but you might not get tested at all. You
no,
know,
that's
Because
not
they
what
that's
that
got
all they
that
meant.
out
want
of
to
That's not what
hear.
that
hand.
meant.
Because
That
that's all
means
they
that
wanted to
that
hear.
that's not,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not what it means. That means that once they won't get tested for the clean boxing program and get tested for the WC protocol first. That's what it means.
You know,
That's
I
what she
know.
Spit
I'm just
said.
facts.
messing with them because they said
I know
somebody
you
said
are.
that.
Well, I'm just making it
Spit
clear,
facts.
That's what she said.
make sure that, we understand what's being said.
I
That's
hear
all.
what
Two
she's
cents to ask
saying,
a
but
question.
it's still kind of it's very ambiguous though. It's still kind of it kind of depends. It could be for pretty much what
Is
she's saying is
you think
what you
it's
whatever you
vague?
pay for.
I mean, it's
Nah, I
not
don't
It
as
think
was
What
it's
she's
very
clear
vague.
as
saying is
day
vague at
to
whatever
all.
you
me.
pay
It's
for.
not.
It was clear as
Because
day
what
for
It
she's
me.
is.
saying
It's
is
not.
what
It's
she
not
no.
What
vague at
Gracie's
all.
saying is random.
I said
Straight
it's
to the
not
point.
vague. Listen, it's not vague. It's ambiguous, and the reason why is because it's whatever you about to pay for. That's why she can't just be like, oh, this, and
That's
that.
not
She
really
did
what
say
she
that.
said. Where did you get that
She did
from,
say
though?
that. She did say that. She just said depends on what
I
program
know
you
she
sign up
didn't
for.
say, listen, I know she didn't say that. I'm saying that because the number of times you're gonna get tested is gonna matter on what you're willing to pay for, y'all.
Right. That's what she said.
Exactly.
She kind of said she did say what depends on the
That's what
program you sign up for.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
What
that's
was the
But
next
why.
one y'all wanted me to
But if
go
you
to?
sign up
that's
for
incumbent on the
360,
promoters, though. She said, though, that's incumbent on the
yeah, but
promoters,
if you
and that's the
sign up
thing
for
too, man.
360, but if you sign up for 365 24/7, it's that's the highest you can get, right?
Right.
That means you can be tested any time of the year and
And she
any
said
day. That's
eat
what
the sick.
she said. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Go keep finish playing it.
What
Roll the
I'm going
tape.
to now? 20 what?
No, just let it play because ain't this
2340.
where ain't this, okay.
You're going to 2340, 2 cents. 2340.
He just trying to find that one.
As you know,
Yeah,
on
let's
Vada's
find it.
website, and I
I'm
made
saying we
reference
played
about
y'all clips. Let me see what he's
this
talking about.
for my audience, so they are aware of Vada's website. It spoke
We
on
still didn't hear what
Different
Hacker was
countries have
saying. Listen
limited
to.
prices.
It might be in
right. So
2340.
when you
Let's
say out of competition,
I
I
did.
heard you mention that
Oh,
earlier.
here it is. Here it
Out
is,
of
guys.
competition is
Yeah, you
basically
goofy ass
when the
nigga. You didn't
fighters
hear.
or athletes in general are not competing. Maybe they're in training. Maybe they don't have a fight scheduled as of yet. Is that out of competition? Is that the meaning of that?
That's the meaning of it for all sports that are enrolled in testing, whether it's track and field or whatever. But what VADA has is VADA doesn't have out of competition testing. So, and by that I mean, even though we're testing leading up to an event or throughout the year, all our testing remains the same. And that means that we always include stimulants and narcotics in every test that we do. But they don't do
So
that in the
Hacker was
Olympic
right.
system. They
She
only
said
include
I
exactly what
told you
Hacker said.
guys.
No, she did not.
Yeah, you goofy
She
ass
did.
nigga.
She said
I
she
told
said
I told
The
exactly
you.
what
only
Hacker
difference
said.
is they
I
add
told you.
narcotics.
Okay,
Y'all
guys.
niggas
Dumbass
bugging.
There's a
nigga.
word that's been floating
I
around here
told
on
you
this
guys.
podcast, and it's been
She
floating around
I
on
she
told
Twitter.
you
she
guys.
No, they not
she
dumb.
said
Hashtag
the
They just
only
hating.
difference
Twitter,
in the test was
and
they
that
added
is the
narcotics.
word that's
Fuck
always
out
Listen,
of
out of
here.
mentioned
competition testing is
by these
a set
Y'all
of
Hold
politicians
on,
niggas
y'all.
is
tests.
weird,
Hold on.
bro.
Why everybody
to
yelling? I can't
promote
hear. What I
VADA.
miss? I
And
started talking to my son. Hold on, y'all. What I miss?
She
Well,
said
I'm
exactly the
correct.
same thing that Hacker
No,
said.
the
That's
fuck
what
she
she just.
didn't, bro.
Yes, she
Yo,
did.
Hold on. Let me
She
replay it. Let
said
me be the
exactly
judge.
what the guy
Let me
said.
be the
Hey,
judge. Let me
let
be
her
the
replay it.
judge. Let me be the judge. Let me be the judge. Okay, what did Hacker say?
that it's a different test, but the only difference is they don't add narcotics to the test.
But it's
Yeah, so
all
it's
year,
double.
like he said.
Yeah,
But
it's
they
all
It's
don't
not.
year.
do
It's
out of
that. That
they
it
don't
didn't
do out
mean.
of competition testing. That's what I
Listen.
Out of
said,
competition.
and that's what she said.
She said it didn't mean that it was out of competition. You can be tested all year. She said the only difference is that what they test for.
During your fight, you might not get tested for narcotics.
Listen.
Are enrolled in testing, whether
Damn, mic cut out.
track and field or whatever. But what VADA has is VADA doesn't have out of competition testing. So, and by that I mean, even though we're testing leading up to an event or throughout the year, all our testing remains the same. And that means that we always include stimulants and narcotics in every test that we do. But they don't do that in the Olympic system. They only include those entities approximately 12 hours before an event or the night before an event and the day of an event.
Okay.
Thank you.
Exactly what Hacker said.
So she said
Exactly what Hacker said.
When you're fighting, you get tested for everything. When you're not fighting, you don't. That's the only thing she said.
One more time. One more time,
guys, so everybody hears it.
In testing, whether it's track and field testing is $250 per test, and that's on average. Different commissions in different countries have a little bit different prices.
Right. So when you say out of competition, I've heard you mention that earlier. Out of competition is basically when the fighters or athletes in general are not competing. Maybe they're in training. Maybe they don't have a fight scheduled as of yet. Is that out of competition? Is that the meaning of that?
That's the meaning of it for all sports that are enrolled in testing, whether it's track and field or whatever. But what VADA has is VADA doesn't have out of competition testing. So, and by that I mean, even though we're testing leading up to an event or throughout the year, all our testing remains the same. And that means that we always include stimulants and narcotics in every test that we do. But they don't do that in the Olympic system. They only include those entities approximately 12 hours before an event or the night before an event and the day of an event.
Okay.
Was I right or was I right?
You was 100% right, bro. You was 100% right, bro.
She did not. She said what she only confirmed.
Hold on. Let's hear what you said. Let's hear what you said.
Marty asked her, "Is that out of competition?" She said, "Yes."
Listen,
and then she explained what out of competition meant.
She meant exactly.
And what did she explain?
She never said
She explained that out of competition testing for. She explained that.
She never said no. She never said they did out of competition testing. She said they
don't.
It sound like to me that whatever they.
She said there's no difference between.
And it's no different.
She said with VADA. She said with VADA they test. They can test, even though they can be testing throughout the whole year, their tests never change. Whereas with the Olympics, out of competition testing changes. They don't include narcotics in theirs.
And
that's what she said.
Thank you.
That is what Hacker said.
Yeah, I've been trying to say
that slow, bro.
I told you.
They slow as hell, man.
Let me explain one more time to you guys.
She still said that there's no out of competition testing.
Can you dumb it down for them, Hacker? Can you dumb it down a little bit? Because they still.
These niggas trying to push a narrative, bro.
No, it's not
definitely go to show, bro.
I'm gonna have to mute y'all. Listen. I need y'all to talk one at a time, please.
Okay, let me just go first, right?
Before he just hopped up on the panel.
So, out of competition
testing. I'm still here about 10 more minutes.
All right, out of competition testing is a set of tests that differ from in competition testing. So, like what she was saying is that they don't do out of competition testing. It doesn't mean they don't do testing outside of competition. It means that their tests are the same throughout the year. There's no such thing as out of competition tests for them because their tests are always the same. Unlike Olympic style testing, who have a different set of tests outside of competition and in competition. That's what she meant. So when people are saying, that's all she meant. Our competition testing is actually a set of tests. It doesn't mean that's what it is, a set of tests. They don't have a different set of tests for when they're in and out of competition. It's always the same test versus Olympic style who has two different sets of tests.
Right.
That's all it is.
And you're 100% right because I heard that's why USADA actually was not allowed.
What she was talking about, she wasn't talking about out of competition though.
She was.
They don't test nobody out of competition.
They don't
No, they
differentiate
do.
She
between
said
all
they test for the
competition.
whole year.
Play. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody remember what I just told you guys.
If you're enrolled.
No. Okay, everybody just remember what I told you. Olympic style
Right.
testing has out of competition testing. That means they have two
Which-
sets of tests. And then
Right.
their tests are the same throughout the year. Replay one more time and listen carefully to exactly what she defines and tell me I'm wrong.
We don't gotta listen to it again, do we?
Nah, we
Yeah,
don't got
Dudes gonna hear what they want to
Nah,
hear.
it's clear. It's clear.
No. Yeah, they know, but let them play one more time.
Yeah, let's let them waste time a little bit more to try to
track and
go ahead.
field or whatever. But what VADA has is VADA doesn't have out of competition testing. So, and by that I mean even the thing remains the same, and that means.
So you're saying, Boxing Hacker, that they don't have another special test that they do for out of competition testing?
Exactly. It's a set of
So-
tests.
But what I heard her say is what we'll do leading up to an event or throughout the year.
Throughout the year. She said
do
throughout
the
the year.
same
Or,
testing
yeah. They don't have,
or
they don't
leading
have
up
a
to an
different.
event. But
So the term out
who are
competition
they
testing
testing
doesn't
throughout the year? Who are they testing
Nobody.
throughout the year though?
She's talking about like other drug anti-doping agencies. That's what she's talking about. She said she said that like she don't do it like other sports. They do it consistently throughout the year. She said other sports,
Yeah, exactly.
such as like cycling. She didn't use cycling, but cycling, for example, or NFL, they do different testing out of competition than they do in competition.
Exactly.
That's what we saying. That's what I'm saying.
I've been telling Manager Marty this for like 2
that
days.
doesn't mean that they don't test at all when they are out of competition. That's
But
what she's
most
saying.
likely they not testing you though out of competition.
That's not what she's saying. Where you get that from?
Because she just said. And the reason why I'm saying that is because
So the testing
most
remains the
likely they're
same,
not testing
whether in
you
competition
outside
or
of
not.
competition because you haven't signed up to be tested outside of competition.
Exactly.
She
The
said
only
that
way
too.
you getting tested outside
That's
of
all I'm
competition is if you sign up to be testing outside of competition, and even with
Yeah,
you
for
being signed
365.
up to outside of competition, you still may only get tested one time.
But that's a different conversation, right? But we're trying to say we're defining what out of competition testing is, because a lot of people thought when she said out of competition testing that they just thought they don't test outside of competition, and that's not what she said. It's just a different set of tests. They do the same test
But they
regardless.
really don't though. Paid in full. What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
They just don't want to be wrong, bro.
Hey, I
Sorry,
just pulled
guys.
up. I don't even know what's going on right now. What y'all was talking about?
Oh no, I'm about to go around the panel and let everybody get their final 2 cents off because I've been on here 2 hours and 12 minutes and I was only supposed to be on here 1 hour. But I'm gonna go ahead and let NHA go first. NHA, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Salute 2 cents. Salute to the panel, man. Even the ones that
It was a great cook today, y'all. It was a great cook today.
It definitely was. But yeah, I mean, as far as this the whole VADA and testing, I mean, we could talk shit about VADA. Say they're not sufficient enough. There's problems within the testing or whatnot. But at the end of the day, everybody complain. The motherfuckers are complaining about VADA. Can't tell us, what's the solution? What are they suggesting? What other testing agencies do they prefer? You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly VADA's doing something right, because if they're the ones conducting all these, not necessarily the testing, is if they're the one doing majority all the business and catching these fools on PEDs, they obviously doing something right. But motherfuckers gonna find a way to hate on VADA because they hate, Devin or Bud, and lump in Victor Conti with that. It's just weird to me. You either want clean sports or you don't. I mean, don't complain about something that's already in play, that's actually doing a job. No company, no entity is gonna be 100%, accurate in everything they do. They're not gonna be perfect. They're gonna have their flaws. But to say just get rid of them just because you don't like it because they're not 100%.
Wrap it up, D.
What you mean?
Let that man get his final 2 cents.
Them 3 haters up top over there. Them 3 haters. Let me give you names. I named them names. Big
Yeah,
Supreme.
who said they said get rid
See,
of
y'all done turned it into
Yes.
something else. Let that man get his 2 cents off.
All right,
Nigga been
go
talking
ahead.
for 5
Big
minutes. Ain't said
Supreme. I'm gonna
shit.
tell you, we got like about 3 members up on here who don't want none, who want Vada out the sport. They want Snack, they want Victor Conti, they want Vada, they want all this shit out the sport.
All
I'm not making up. They said it, not me. But that's my 2 cents, man. Y'all have a good night. Bless.
All right, shout out NHA. Thank you for coming up on the panel, giving your 2 cents.
Peace. Peace.
Teach. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? I think if a lot of y'all really just knew who Victor was, y'all would understand why people say what they say. But Teach, what you got for the show? What's your final 2 cents?
Yeah, so I mean, for me, like, I really don't care if anybody finds Victor Conte like suspicious or anything. That's not my problem. When it comes to VADA, I mean, it is important to get testing, but with this whole 365 thing, I don't think it's gonna be trend setting. I mean, for one, it's pretty much expensive. I don't know if the promoters plus fighters are gonna continue to like pay for this yearly, right? And then what was I gonna say? And you also got to think about the fighters who are like fighting once a year. Like, how are you gonna enroll them in the 365? Do they have money to spend like that? I mean, it's good for the fighters that are fighting 3 times or 2 times a year that makes good money, right? And again, to like the other agencies, like necessarily people aren't using VADA all the time, right? I mean, some of them, they're like on the lower end, like they're using like local agencies. You may not get accurate tests, but at least it's something. And you also got the pretty much state commission. They have like their own tests, right? When it comes to the 365, I mean, it pretty much means what Boxing Hacker has been arguing, right? It's random testing, 365, active, whether you're active or not active. That's what it pretty much means. And I put the link in the private chat that says that. And yeah, I mean, that's all that I wanted to say pretty much.
All right, Teach. Thank you.
Who opening up a Twix or something, man?
Oh no, I got some sunflower seeds right here. But go ahead, Fly Frequency. What's your final 2 cents?
That's old school right there.
What you got? The Biggs pickle flavored sunflower seeds?
Oh no, just regular sunflower seeds.
Come on, man. That's some old school shit right there, man.
Can't find a nacho joint nowhere. But no, man, I just think it's a good thing definitely that Dev, setting the example. I think that's what he's doing, by signing up for this 365 24/7 testing. I think a lot of the other fighters should follow suit if they want a safe sport, and want things to stay on an equal playing field. Shout out to everybody on the panel. I ain't gonna be too long-winded. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I think the main thing that we did, come to the conclusion that Hacker was right. Salute.
Stop it. All right. Who we got next? Boxing Hacker. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yo, to say, I joined the channel late, so salute to everybody in the panel. I'm happy we got to replay this video because I've been trying to explain this to Manager Barty for like 2 days. so it
You
feels
didn't
good to
prove
finally.
anything, Boxing Hacker.
We definitely did. I mean, it's okay if you don't want to believe what she said, but at least we know her stance on it.
You said we definitely did.
Yeah, we definitely did, people. She definitely, like I said, this whole notion that 365 day testing is a hoax is not. It's a real thing, I think it is a good step forward. I do think teachers at a point where it is expensive as well. So I don't know how well the buy-in is going to go, but it's good to see Brother Devin be a trendsetter in sport and trying to
He
show.
ain't no damn trendsetter. Boxing Hacker, why y'all keep saying that stupid shit?
Changing sport one step at a time.
Say that when
Sorry,
somebody
Devin,
else does it.
It's not no
Nobody else is gonna do it, but
you're
nobody
not
else
no
is gonna do it.
trendsetter because
Then how is it a trendsetter?
What trend are you setting?
He's a clean box. What the ideal clean box looks
How come Earl wasn't no trendsetter? Ray said Earl did it. How come he wasn't no trendsetter? Why when Devin do something, it's this whole big trendsetting?
He's the first one adopted into the actual program, you know. So we have to call him.
How? Well, Ray Davis has said plenty of other fighters
Earl,
did it.
yeah, Earl did it. Canelo did it, and Nonito did it.
Canelo did it because he got caught though. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was forced into it. You're right. By the WBC.
He was on that. Mama, I'm sorry.
But it wasn't an actual program back then, right? I think the program was the actual program.
She just said Canelo did the program in the interview.
Okay. Well, Devin's just leading the way. How about that?
Yo, you funny. You funny, Hacker.
No way, bro. He's not leading the way. He's not leading the way.
And everybody who kept saying Devin's not gonna have a fight, Devin's not gonna fight. His career is over. The Browns fighting in March. Probably a better fight than Lamont Roach.
It's gonna be a better fight than Lamont Roach on BLK.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, on Black Planet.
Get out of here, Hacker.
Black Planet is crazy.
So, Fight Game, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
All right, but
Hacker, go ahead. Go ahead, Hacker.
No, I'm just playing with you guys. Salute to everybody, man. Good chat for y'all.
All right, peace out. Go ahead, Fight Game.
All right, so my thing is this, right? I don't, NHA talking about we're hating on Vada because of Devin or Bud, but it has nothing to do with them.
Nothing.
It has no more to do with them than it had to do for me than it had to do with Barry Bonds or Shane Mosley or
Marion Jones.
Yeah, all those people that Victor Conte got close to, and you guys know that he was giving them undetectable stuff. So when I hear that he's working with Vada, and you can't tell me he's not, because he's the only person from Vada I've heard say something about 365 testing, and now Devin's doing it. And he's worked real close with Devin, the same way he worked close with all those athletes. And I just hope that he don't ruin that man's life, end up getting caught doing something. But I'm highly suspect of him, and I think y'all should be too. All you got to do is look at what he used to do, and his method was not only did he give the athletes the steroids, he knew the testing schedule, so they never test. Barry Bonds never had a positive test by Major League Baseball. You know what I mean? So how are we supposed not to look at him with a side eye in a sport that's so dangerous? And I think these people's fandom has gotten it's so important to them that they're willing to look the other way and not suspect him, because I'm not going to take him for his word,
Absolutely.
So I just think this is a highly suspect. I think Devin and his dad and them tweeting this out to let everybody know. Wasn't nobody asking for Devin to do that, and that's why I don't think nobody's really going to care. I think everybody's kind of looking at it sideways. It's
just what I'm saying. Like, what did they want our response to be? Like, that's what I'm confused about.
Right.
Like,
I just think they're trying to get out in front, and anybody who big name that won't sign up for this VADA 365 days, 24/7, they're not going to fight them. And I just think they're setting the stage for that, so they can fight a bunch of people, who we might not say is on his level, but. I hope that whoever he does call, I hope they do decide to sign up for it for whatever, so he can't use that as an excuse to not fight these guys. But I don't see him fighting no big name on BLK Prom, because they would have announced it with the announcement. Them tweeting that date today and deleting it is very weird to me.
Yep.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's all I got. Thank you for having me on the panel. Everybody salute to the chat, all the FSG gang out there. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down, and I'm out.
All right, thanks for coming up, Fight Gang. Give me a 2 cents for the show. Ray Davis, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Oh, I got a little bit. I just want to say thank you for having me up here first and foremost, and I do want to say that we have to stop looking at Victor Conte on knowing schedules and things of that for VADA when it actually was USADA USADA was the Olympic testing facility for China where Marion Jones was caught. That's why it was banned by WADA at the time and put on sanctions through their systems, where they had to recoup and do everything over. USADA was also kicked out of boxing and kicked out of other sports such as baseball for testing.
That boy Victor was running
So-
them up.
So USADA was the people that ran schedules, and they told them when they were coming. VADA has pop-up schedules. If Victor does have something to do with that, I'm not saying he does or he doesn't, because, you know what I mean, what was said or what can be manipulated and being said, I'm not sure, because I heard certain things both ways. I'm just going to say that, you know, at the end of the day, if it's clean for the sport, what else do we got? I guess we rock with what we got until something better comes along, and we just live with what we got. As far as Devin being enrolled and things like that, I think there's a lot of boxers enrolled. Bam's enrolled, you know what I mean? And we're you have Boots enrolled and things of that nature. They're all involved in this body.
That's what I'm saying. So why is it such a big deal for Devin though? That's what
that's my point. So when we look at it, it's because it's all snack tied, right? And then when we look at the snack fighters on the snack list, such as Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, Dan Rodriguez, and Andrade, all those guys do I don't know what you just said. Anyway, they all have to deal with snack, right? So snack is a separate entity of VADA. And I think we keep throwing VADA and snack into the same sentence due to the fact that they believe that the supplements may be helping people get past, which may be the case, which may not be the case. We don't know. I just leave it up to, you know what I mean, the hands that be to catch whoever they got to catch. And that's it. As far as until you get caught, you're not caught. So, you know what I mean, I'm going to just keep it moving on that one.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for coming up. Appreciate you, Ray. Cash Crypto, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, shit. I never said get VADA out of boxing. I just don't understand why we need a middleman. Why we just can't go to WADA.
Right.
And we didn't say shit about Snack being connected to VADA. Victor Conte said that shit. He's the one that said he introduced Margaret Goodman to Dick Pound, and he made the connection. So I don't know what you guys don't get. Y'all just need to go watch some videos and quit being delusional. But yeah, it's always fun listening to these delusional fanboys being in the pretzels trying to protect their fighters, man. I'm gonna check y'all next time.
Thank you for coming up. Big Supreme in the building. What's up, Big Supreme? What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
All right, so give me 1.5 seconds because I'm on the elevator. Hold on.
Okay. It was a great show today. Great pop-up live, y'all. I might pop up a little bit more often, you know what I'm saying? But y'all got to support when I do the pop-up because it's the bonus live. You get the bonus live. We're probably going to talk about the same thing tomorrow. Oh, that's another thing. Make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications so when I pop up, because sometimes you gotta pop out and show it. You know what I'm saying? So when I pop out and show, y'all gotta have the notifications on so y'all can come on and get y'all 2 cents. But what you got?
You had a good show, but your man Ray Davis, why he so emotional? I don't want to talk about him, but he's not here. But I just caught whatever the aftermath, the arguments and stuff like that. But other than that, you had a good show. I still think Hacker was wrong. Based on what Marcus said, to me it sounds like they don't do out competition testing, but I could be completely wrong now.
It sounds like it could be an option, but we really don't do it. That's what it sounds
I think it's optional. And another thing too, like you said, like I agree with you. Like I don't see why it's such a big deal that Haney's in 365. Like we seen do it before, so it's not like
It's like it's almost like they're trying to turn it into an accolade.
Basically, and another thing too, I just find it ironic that the only 2 people, according to them, that's done 365 24/7 is snack fighters. I just think that's like weird to me. I feel like that's like a cover for what Victor's doing. But as long as Victor's in boxing, like I'm gonna keep my foot on his neck. I'm gonna still apply pressure, and that's just what it is. Like I feel like someone like him shouldn't be in the sport of boxing. It's not like it's basketball or baseball or even football. Like these dudes punch each other in the face for a living. Like we've seen Joey Gamache retire from brain damage. We've seen Gosvick retire from brain damage. Like, so even Adonis Stevenson. So I don't feel like you should have dudes on steroids fighting each other. And
Now,
if
let me
you
hold on, let me say this to you real quick about Victor.
yeah,
This is two things. One, you know how many like champions Victor got in boxing right now? It's like a crazy amount.
he got a
And my thing with Victor is, if you're gonna be an anti-doping advocate, then you shouldn't be working with athletes. You should be focused on doing that. You shouldn't be giving fighters supplements. Because it's like, if you can make athletes this good without cheating, then why wasn't you doing it?
That's what I'm saying. That's the perfect point. If you're so clean, why you ain't been doing that? And from what I remember with the Baco scandal, I don't believe none of them tested positive.
They
So
did.
it's like
They said that Barry Bonds tested positive.
I don't think so.
With different testing or something like that. That's the only thing I ever heard. But no, none of them tested positive. They just got caught.
Basically, because like dudes like Nemo and other dudes end up snitching on them. But I just feel like someone like Victor Conte, whose whole shtick is being Mr. Undetectable and he could beat the test, I just find it very weird, his association with VADA. Now, people could call it conspiracy theories, but I just think it's weird, bro. This man went to the feds for steroid distribution. So I don't get how he can be working with boxers and everybody's cool with it. Like if you
And
look
he's
at
already got caught cheating with a boxer on top of that.
multiple boxers, not just one, like Andre Berto. Like I believe he did an interview. I don't know if it was in Marty or somebody else. It might have been Marty. And he was like, at first he was labeled as Andre Berto's nutritionist. Then he said that Berto didn't come to the gym for months and he didn't see him for like 6 months or something like that. But then he mentioned that he hired a lawyer for Berto to beat that situation. So I just find that weird. You're gonna hire a lawyer for one of your fighters to be a steroid allegation. You look at Willie Monroe, you look at Luis Ortiz, even Michelle Rivera. He was on snack when he
Wait, why you say Luis Ortiz? He was with Victor?
Yeah, he was wearing a snack shirt and all that, and he tested positive.
Oh, for real? Because I thought they said that was his blood pressure medicine.
I mean, they gonna say whatever. They gonna say blood pressure medicine.
I didn't know he was with Victor though.
Yeah, he
I
was
didn't
with
know
Victor.
he was with Snack.
For sure, he was with Snack. So my thing is, more than one fighter tested positive under Victor, so it's not outside the realms of possibility that could still be going on. Now, what I don't like is a lot of people come on a panel and do interviews and speak from like a authoritative perspective, like they are like authorities on the subject. Victor didn't go to school for this shit. Like he's just a dude that just, I ain't gonna lie, he is a master chemist, but he didn't go to school for this shit.
He learned it from somebody else though. He learned it from
Whoever taught
bodybuilders.
him, they taught him well. This dude NHA Tube is funny. But yeah, I'm at work, so salute to you. Hopefully you go live tomorrow. I'll be there. I'll try to get there early.
All right.
As usual.
Shout out Big Supreme. Thank you for coming up on the panel.
Always.
All right. Thank everybody for joining me tonight on my pop-up live. I will be live tomorrow again, 5 to 7 p.m. Y'all know what time it is. We had a great conversation today. Nice back and forth. Nice debates on the panel today, guys. I understand this boxing talk. We come up here, we have a good time. We get to jabbing at each other and going back and forth, but we gotta talk one at a time. Y'all can go back and forth, but it gotta be one at a time so everybody can hear, so I can have a good show so my audience can hear. But I want to thank everybody for joining me. I want to thank everybody for punching that like and subscribe button. We're on the road to 5,000, but the next stop is 2,000. So if you haven't already, punch the subscribe button. I'll be checking my analytics. I see y'all looking. What y'all looking at? I see you looking. Hit the subscribe button. And y'all coming back. It's y'all returning viewers. Just hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you can get that notification when I come up. Of course, I'm going to be here Friday, 6:30. Of course, I'm going to be here Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. But I might pop up on you throughout the week. I might pop up on a Saturday night like I did tonight. So make sure you got that notification on. And listen, if you don't want your host timing you out the chat, cussing you out, kicking you off the panel, all on the mute button, come on over here to 2 Cents Boxing Live. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.